All right. Drivers, if you could honk your horns or rev your engines to let me know you're ready. Thank you. Sorry about the delayed start. And we are off to go. As soon as this counts down, we are going to have our first commencement of these two joining us. All right.
Content off the rip.
Contact off the rip.
I think Charles was expecting the initiation to happen a little sooner, but it was within the time frame. So drivers, I guess judges, you're gonna have to decide. I think that's IMEAC. IMEAC is not at fault. I think Charles is at fault. So IMEAC would have the free reset. Charles would have the option to use a competition timeout, which I think he does. And I think that's gonna end the first run right there. I think drivers will have to swap now, and IMEAC will be chasing, and Charles will be leading.
Yeah, I mean that's how it goes. That is.
And I would like to interject too. Sorry, stream chat. We made some audio settings, some changes, and I guess you missed the whole intro and everything. So welcome to the round 2 of Formula Drift. We'll talk more about what's going on tonight further on.
Sounds about right, yeah.
So now we have Charles in the lead position, IMEAC in the chase, and we'll send these drivers on.
All right, drivers, honks and revs if you're ready. All right, guys, thank you. And we are 3, 2, 1. Let's see what we've got this time around. All right, we are attempting an initiation. Charles is not filling out that zone. And IMEAC has completely come off of the track. Charles has found the zone, not very deep, and we're having an issue staying fully sideways. That was 3 tires off there.
I think judges are going to have to really think about this because, Charles incompleted on both runs. IMEAC technically, it's going to be up to you. I guess the lead run was over, so the chase run was over.
Really, you have to judge it off of both the lead runs. And one of them ended early, and then the other one also, there was an incomplete on both sides. You only have one judgeable run, and they both incompleted. But who incompleted first, Raceless, is the question that we have to ask. That's what the judges have to really look at.
I think Charles had a very rough entrance into the first section there, which maybe threw off Yak. I don't know. It's a tough call.
It's going to be up to the judges, but while the judges think and decide that, let's get our next 2 competitors up, King Sheep and Elhome. Get your cars spawned in, things ready, because regardless, we'll move on to the next battles, whether it goes one more time or not. We'll circle them back up.
Looks like Charles had some hardware issues.
I believe it. It's going to be up to the judges if they decide to run it one more time. Feel free, let's try to keep about 4 cars on track. So, right now we're going to have King Sheep and Elhome, and then, Denny and myself will be on deck. Oh no, how do I do this? I
think we rerun Charles and Yak.
Yeah, I agree one more time.
Sounds like all judges are going one more time.
Complete.
Let me
We do have best 2 out of 3, so it looks like judges did say OMT for the first one.
Okay, we'll cycle back around. I think let's do. This might be a lot of work, but Tess, if we could, let's have the judges actually in the audience as well, and let's call them up for deliberation when that time calls for. Okay. That makes sense. It's kind of what they do in real FDRP.
Yeah, no, that's very true.
So let's go ahead and have Denny. We need Elhome to go against King Sheep here. And then we have Denny, if he could spawn in. There's Denny. Perfect. I'm going against that car. Oh, I think he looks fast. I think I chased him once during practice, and I thought that was his pro car. So maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was his street car. Oh, no, it was right. And there's Elhome spawning in. And we're going to go based off bracket. So King Sheep, he's in the right spot where he is the lead driver. Elhome is the chase.
Okay, yep. And then we will have Denny S and then you on 2 buy runs.
Yep. So
after that.
Well, we're not going to actually do our buy run. Oh. Actually, no, yeah, let's run our buy run. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you can't run
yeah,
that
you're
now.
right, you're right.
I know. That's why I'm tired.
All right.
All right. Drivers, are we ready? If we could get some revving and honking. Wonderful. Thank you. Oh, maybe. I can't capitalize. That's right. There we go. You can tell I write emails all day for a living.
Hey, it's Friday. We're all fried.
All right. Let's see. We're getting an initiation from King Sheep.
Late initiation.
The end of the zone.
Big straight in.
King Sheep straightens out and goes completely straight.
Oh, then loops
is having a hard time following him.
I think that's going to end the run there. So if drivers
I think that ends it.
Yeah, if drivers can pull around, and just a reminder not to reset. I don't know if there was contact there. If there was, King Sheep would have been at fault. A reminder to drive around and not reset, as we don't want to waste our competition timeouts. I will mention, King Sheep always comes with random cars, right? Unpopular cars that you don't see drifting very much. He's using the Miramar. Did not expect that. It's pretty good. I'm gonna look at one thing. Oh, that's my car. That car, oh man, Elholm's engine sounds absolutely dirty. Very similar to Shift Tap style of the clear hood. That sounds great.
Sorry about that. The child came upstairs.
No, you're good.
I was using him to entertain his aunt's younger child.
Gotcha.
All right, drivers, are we ready for round 2? If we could get some honks, revs, confirmation. All right, what is going on with Charles? Charles, if you could despawn.
There he goes.
And not spawn in during the competition. Now, here we go, drivers. And let's see what this chase, the second run, looks like.
King Sheep initiating early. Elholm really making a gap there. Wow. Big speed difference here.
Has all the speed. King Sheep goes off the track again.
Double incomplete there. Elholm just really needs to finish this run.
As long as he finishes it, he's got this. It's like full through and through. And honestly, it was a beautiful run, wouldn't you say?
It was, yeah. No, that was a very clean run. We've seen him in practice doing extremely well. He does drift with Charles's crew, the Zero crew, another drift server that Shift Time and I actually competed in a couple weeks ago.
Are these the guys from there?
Yep, he's one of them.
Okay, fantastic.
I would mention also to the judges, remind the judges that we are doing a, get stuck in the sand. Elholm, if you can't, okay, he's getting him now. It's only incomplete if the car goes completely off. We're not doing the whole 2 tires off or 3 tires off. We're just going to have full car off, be pretty gracious about that.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah,
okay.
It looks like Kai might be having issues with the server. Let us know in the Discord.
Issues with the server.
And we'll try to get things lined up. I think it's time for Denny's buy run.
Yeah, Denny S, if you want to go ahead and run your
did we
buy
actually
run.
get the official decision from the judges on who won that?
I figured we could run yours and his buy run while they start messaging.
Okay.
I mean, we pretty well know how it's going to go.
Yep.
However,
judges are the final judge. They might have seen something we didn't.
I am currently fighting an orange cat. Division Devon says home. One Shot says home. JR, JR, what do we got? home, and we have home for the next to move forward.
Awesome. I will say shout out to JR, who's in the judging, who's helping us with these drift events. He came up with this drift competition judging kind of score sheet thing. It's really cool. You'll be seeing a lot of that. So big shout out to him. We'll have him chat and talk about what he's been up to and about this cool tool that he has later on.
All right, Denny S, you can go whenever you're ready. It's your buy run. You're good. I'm truthfully just wanting to see and watch you go through.
Let's lay out and listen, as they say.
All right, he fills the zone fairly nicely.
Really steady, really smooth.
I was gonna say, he is smooth. It's like he's on rails out there, isn't it?
But bad for whoever has to go against him. It was a little off there at the end. Really good run.
I mean, honestly, that was gorgeous. And he finishes with style.
A little style there. Okay, all right.
All right. Raceless, your turn. Go ahead and run your buy run.
This is buy run. Let's be a little quirky here. Gotta get all the downforce.
I hate it.
I honestly hate it too. It's really hard to see.
Alright, Raceless enters the zone a little shallow, but he fills it out a little bit better. Exits the zone again. What is going on? Oh, what happens if you don't finish?
This guy.
What happens if you don't
You continue on. Don't even start that. Don't even start. You watch enough for the to know. You seen Denofa's wildest runs? Yeah, okay. Right, we can talk about that.
I don't know. We might have to pull Shifty up here for that one.
Whatever. Bam Oil, you are up for your buy run, and let's also get Kai and Calvin to spawn in if we can. Denny doing a little, I don't know if show, but a little intimidation. Okay, all right, I'll show up, don't worry. I was just testing some new things, that's all. I'm going to despawn out of here. I love it, Denny.
All right, Bam Oil is up for his buy run. I'm trying to see what's up with Kai.
There's Bam. And I don't know where Kai is. I know he's struggling to get in server. If he can't get in, we will delay up until we are out of all round one stuff.
Well,
We'll just run him at the end if we have to.
I was gonna say Kai said go ahead and give him the buy run because Kai can't get in. So what we'll actually do, if you're cool with it, instead of doing another, well, that would
give him the buy run. Give him the buy run. So Bam Oil, go ahead. Go ahead.
Calvin would get the buy run.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Bam Oil. Take your buy run. Let's join them in the cockpit for this. Oh, left-hand drive, no steering wheel.
Because what I was going to suggest was to fill in Bam Oil's spot with, say, Calvin, and then go Shift and Callum against each other.
Really smooth run again from Bam Oil. Oh, little issue on this. I think might have misshifted there, actually. Good stuff, good stuff.
More style points along the out.
Everyone's running headlights. I didn't turn my headlights on. That's what happened to me. All right, Calvin.
Hi, just because you're out for street does not mean that you're out for the whole night. We have 2 other classes that we're going to run.
That's right.
Calvin, if you want to go ahead and start your buy run, you can start it whenever. You can end whenever. Just All right, and he initiates quite well, considering.
Yeah.
Because that car looks a little wacky.
Not the smoothest, but getting it done.
He's wiggly, but he's in there.
I will say I have tried to build a couple ETK drift cars, and I didn't enjoy them. So big shout out for using it. Bringing something different. Okay, let's go ahead and have Shift Tab. You have a buy run, and Callum, thanks. You have a buy run as well if we can get you guys in. And since you guys will be there, let's also get Charles and Imayak spawn back in. We'll do your one more time right after these 2 buy runs.
Right after these short messages.
Yeah, one day, right?
All right, Shifty, you know the rules. Go ahead and do your buy run whenever you are ready. Just don't take too long.
Feels kind of slow. I don't like that angle. Looks like a bad run. Just kidding. It's a great run. Very smooth.
I mean, he didn't complete his buy run, so...
Hey. I had a hardware issue.
It's for horses.
Very clean. Beautiful line. Nothing more to say about that.
Honestly, it was clean.
Yep.
You know me. I hate giving him compliments, but he drifts so well.
He's very consistent. Absolutely. Callum, you're up for your buy run. Denny says NA power. Also, shout out to HB Enjoy Gaming. Welcome to the chat. He says, I opened up my PC, saw on Discord that there's an event, wondered if they're live on YouTube. Proceed to open YouTube, and it's live. Life's good. Appreciate you stopping by and joining and watching. Burnt Nugget asks if it's able to join. If you are already FDRP licensed, you're more than welcome to join. Unless someone can really vouch for your drifting skills, we do try to do an early qualifier to make sure people are vetted and able to link the track and whatnot. So we might have to wait till next time to get you in on this one. Callum, you're up.
Callum, you're good to start.
There he is.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is the one that Shifty told me about.
What did he tell you about?
It's like, so when you guys did your event, Callum was involved, right?
I think so. Yeah, I remember that car.
Okay, so I think tire clipping rear fender banned.
I will say I practiced with him a lot during practice session. His car is pretty quick. Not gonna lie.
I was gonna say, I think Shifty was telling me that this guy can drift.
Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and get Charles and Imayak for their one more time, and that will fill out our top 8. A lot of buy runs at the beginning, but that's just the way the bracket worked out. Bo, welcome to the chat. Good to see you again. You're in the drag event. It was fun.
Hey, Ada.
Hope we got your comment.
Right. Everybody despawn except for I need the next bracket.
Charles and Imayak, and then we'll be in the top 8 with Denny and I, but we'll kind of do a little bit of a reset at that time. Did we finish? We never. Yeah, El Home won. That's right. Okay. So this is for the last spot in the final 8, top 8. Also, Jason McGee, welcome to the chat.
Oh, hey, McGee. All right, drivers, are we ready?
I will say that blue block looks great. I love that.
Let's see what they have.
I'll say Charles is on a wheel. I'm not sure about Imayak. Charles giving him plenty of room.
Imayak with a smooth initiation, almost hitting off that track. However, what I will say is Imayak just cannot seem to get any kind of angle going. Or not Imayak. Charles can't seem to get any kind of real angle going.
I'm seeing plenty of angle from Charles on my side. But I am seeing a lot of tires off for Imayak. I don't think it was a full incomplete. It's going to be up to the judges. And he did do pretty good as far as like salvaging the run, even though dropping tires and whatnot. I will remind drivers again not to reset after their runs.
Weird. You're right.
Oh, you went back to my stream?
Yeah, on your end, you have angle for Charles. He was like almost straight the entire time for me.
I will say, judges, you're welcome to use whatever, other streams as well, review other streams for more footage and such. We do try to be generous with lag and desync and whatnot.
That's why we have the live replay, aka Raceless stream.
This is a street class, you know, this kind of warms us up for the pro class, and so we're going to be pretty lenient on like all these repairs that I'm seeing, but just more reminders not to repair in between battles.
Thank you, Devin. All right. Drivers, are we ready for volume 2.0? I almost typed shift again. That tells you how my week has been, Raceless.
I believe it.
I
had a pretty rough week myself. I'm glad to be here.
I need this. Let's see. They both initiated, but then went straight again.
That's right. I think Charles is struggling with that initiation, that big sweeper. IMAX off. Not sure how much we can fault him for that.
Fully off. But they both had a straighten, which are we still counting straightens as incompletes?
I think it's going to be up to the judges. I would normally say yes, but I mean, modern FD rules are now saying, you know, if it's a quick straighten, it's not a big deal. That's a pretty rough straighten, though. Imagine the chase driver being right on the door. That would have caused issues. But again, up to the judges. We're not the judges today. So judges will put in the chat, I think on Discord, who they feel won that one, and that will wrap up our final 8.
Division Devin would like to come up and speak. What I will say is, before you do that, I would like your decision-making system put in the chat. We will talk after the decision has been made.
Yep, and after all judges have put in their score or their inputs. I still can't believe I didn't have all the audio working at the beginning of the stream. That's a rookie mistake. Granted, I updated my PC, I updated drivers, I retracked my audio, which that's where I messed up. You did a lot of different new things.
Can you check the chat really quick for Kai's error? Well, it's not even an error. I guess there is an error up in the corner.
Yeah, I'll take a look real quick. Definitely more Tristan's wheelhouse.
Yeah, but we don't have a Tristan, so it's
Kai, go ahead and go into regular BeamNG, deactivate all your mods, and then activate, or then try to jump back in. It's pulling a mod error.
Devin, stop giving your reasoning.
We don't want groupthink, Devin. Independent for now. Let's go.
All I want, so judges, moving forward, all I want is this person. I don't want a why until after. No. Just your solution. I don't want it's not middle school. We don't need to see how you worked out the problem.
We don't want you to show your work, actually. We just want the answer.
Use a calculator.
I see one vote.
Did you see it?
I saw what Shift said. Shift
I'll take it.
looking to get in the doghouse with Tess there, and not the right one.
No. That you have met us. You know full well that's not going to put him in the doghouse. Because I agree. So we have.
I see 2 votes for Charles. Oh, I'm not sharing.
All we need is 2.
That's it. Charles gets the win.
All we need is 2. So, all right, now, Devin, I'll let you talk.
Okay. And while he's up here, let's go ahead and get IMYAC up here again, and he will be going against Elhome. And then on deck, we will have Denny and Raceless.
I wish you luck, Race.
Thanks. Need it.
I just reported on what I saw. I mean, I'm not sure what other people did, but I saw Charles straighten out. Yak had to cancel his drift to not cause a collision. And he straightened out, probably caused him to go wide into the sand. Because he did really well on his first run. So...
Do you want me to be completely honest? I agree with you, and mostly because of the first run.
Yeah, someone straightening out on you like that, it makes it really hard to reinitiate in that zone because it's very straight. And the only way to really reinitiate is to
Oh, dang it.
get really creative. So.
Okay. Can you post? Oh wait, there it is. Hang on.
Want it
Why
updated?
is it so small?
Let's go ahead and show the
I
updated
do
bracket.
Want an updated one. I am. So it's Denny versus Race next, or is it
IMYAC versus
Lahome?
Yep.
Lahome. Oh, can one of you guys get Lahome up to the line, and then IMYAC up to the line, please? Everybody but Denny, Raceless, IMYAC, and Lahome despawn. So Bam Oil, I need you to despawn your vehicle.
And I would like to go ahead and call Charles up. Maybe have a chat with him about how's it going, and have him maybe join you for some commentating, and I'll kind of take a step back and be a driver.
Bottom.
I want to be a driver right now.
Hey Charles, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going? Too very, very kind from the votes. Thank you so much, guys. That was really awesome. I did make some corrections. I do agree with you, Tess. I agree with Division. I agree with you too as well, brother. Too much corrections there. Need to improve, but having so much fun. Thank you so much, Tess.
Well, big
I was
shout
gonna say,
and Raceless,
genuinely, it looked good. Are you good with staying up here and helping with some commentation?
Yeah, of course. I said I was gonna be out of the first or second round. I think I got more than enough chances. So thank you guys for giving me that wild card. I appreciate it.
And I will shout out.
Good. Really quick, drivers, are we ready? Can I get a honk and a rev?
Real
awesome.
quick, Charles.
Thank you. And
While they
off we go. So, I know
think
that
they
you do
kicked me.
drift events as well. Your guys' are structured a little bit differently than ours. Tell me about that. First of all, we've got a decent initiation.
Very decent.
Lahome is absolutely like, dude looks like he's on rails out there. But the thing is Yak is a little hard to follow for him.
Ooh, I mean, I've made a correction there, and it's a little bit hard for homie to follow, but very good run.
It's a good run. I would say Lahome, I'd love to see his lead, because as of right now, I feel like his car is a bit more powerful. I feel like he is being held back a bit. You know what I mean?
Completely agree with you.
And I think some of the mistakes we saw from Lahome may have been caused by the speed difference. All right, let's have
Welcome
him
to the
roll
chat,
back
Robert.
up.
Right now, I'm just a driver, not even commentating. It's great. Oop, someone stalled.
Drivers, are we ready? Awesome, thank you. Let's see. Clean initiation from Lahome.
Yeah, kind of a little bit of issues. A little bit of an issue. Yep, he went wide there into the grass.
Even
Homie's still
before that, it looked like he was straight to me.
Yeah. Agreed.
Lahome coming completely through, finishing out his track. Let's see if he
just-
does the style points at the end like he has been. No, he doesn't.
But yeah, that's I would say one thing about our server. This is how it happens with homie. Homie is just straight up really good drifting, really good angles, and everyone that comes to our competitions are really bringing their A game. I really love it. Every time we go into the competitions, the skills grow and the people grow, and the audience really puts their best to put their bring their A game, and these guys really do it really well.
I was gonna say your entire team. I've heard a whole bunch about you guys just since Shift.
I agree,
has
Robert. That was a
been
nice line.
on your guys' event the other day.
Yeah.
You guys rock. Like it's nuts.
Yeah.
And the vibes are there as well.
Yeah, the vibes are totally there.
Looks like our judges have a decision. We have an entire across the board go
Homie.
for homie. Homie is what he goes by, right?
Yep.
Okay, wonderful.
That's what I'd name him.
All right, homie takes that one. Raceless, if you could update your bracket before you pull up to the line.
call. Good call.
So we have
Up next,
Raceless
we
and Denny's, right?
Yes, up next
Gotcha.
is Raceless and Denny. In the chat is the bracket for this round.
Yep. I think Denny and was doing a really, really good run on his initial run. That's really solid.
Denny has, well, I'd like to pull him up after this one because Denny has some real life race experience, if I remember.
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah. So, drivers, are we ready? And here we go. So your guys' events are like regular just drifting, right? You guys don't do
Tandem battles? Yeah, we do.
Oh, you do tandem. I know
Yeah,
that you
so
guys did team battles, but I didn't know.
I think the team battle was the only one we did where Shift Tap and Raceless served because it's hard to get teams together to like feel comfortable doing tandem like that. So it has to be really organized. It has to have some time within it. I think we set up the event maybe 2 weeks before so people could go onto the track and practice. I know Raceless and Shift Tab were joining like a week before just to practice, and they did so well.
Dude, you've got no idea how competitive with each other and everyone else those two are. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and they did a great tandem. Just a really great run.
Something I do want to say is that run.
Yeah, that run was crazy.
Clean on both of them.
Yeah,
Denny and Raceless just looked like there was a gap.
Hard one for the judges.
It's gonna be rough.
Rough one.
Drivers, are we ready for round 2? Drivers, are we ready for round 2? Awesome, thank you.
Sweating bullets over
you know
your
what?
chat.
We haven't started a stall counter for Raceless yet today. And my god, I hope he's listening.
He's probably concentrated on getting it sideways and doing a really good job.
I was gonna say initiation is clean. Oh, there's a bit of contact.
Yeah,
but
a bit of
doesn't
contact.
look consequential. It looks like both of them came out of the other side until there.
Okay.
All right.
Dang.
So I mean,
just right off the bat, I think Raceless did a little bit of correction there in the mid of the first turn, and then Danny hit him right at the second turn. I think he went a little straight there and hit Raceless in the back. So there was contact on both sides.
Hook him to the chat, Bo.
I'm gonna watch the instant replay on Shifty. I looked at your name, honey. On Raceless's stream.
Let's watch that too. I'll pull that up as well on my end. I think we're gonna.
I really wish I could have pushed through that, but
how fast am I gonna?
Got in my rear tire. Couldn't keep the wheel speed up.
So we have one for division. Devin saying it went to Denny. One went to Raceless, and the last one went to Denny. So regardless,
Ooh, not unanimous.
Denny gets it, even though he is the one that pushed Raceless off track. Because in my vision,
yeah, I mean,
if it had been me, I would have definitely. I think I would have definitely pushed Race through, and only because I'm not seeing a point where Race causes the issue.
I'd agree with you, but then I'd say at the same point, it's just it's a 1-1 issue, like a 1-1 mistake, and maybe we should rerun it. Just my opinion, just throwing it out there.
However, I gotta say, judges have already spoken.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Denny goes through.
Chat.
Okay. Judges speak.
I do want to pull Denny up here. Maybe. Denny, are you in here? You are.
What do you guys think, chat? Should I have won that? I think I would have liked to seen it one more time.
Just
but
a little driver interview.
How did
that feel? What happened?
It felt really good, to be honest. I think when we did the transition to the little left kink there, I was expecting Raceless to go a little bit quicker, and it seemed like he slowed up a little bit, and in the meantime my car straightened out, so it was kind of a misfortunate bunch of events all happening at the same time, but yeah, I felt the first run was really solid from my side, and also the second run until that happened. But yeah, it was a fun battle between us.
Amazing battle.
I was gonna say the first run looked flawless on both of your sides. Like it was gorgeous. And I also saw in the introduction section, this is what I was talking about earlier, Charles. You do a bit of racing on, I say a bit of racing, and that's like definitely downplaying it.
Real life racing.
I was gonna say, why don't you talk about you and yourself if you feel comfortable? Like, by all means, if you do not feel comfortable, don't feel obligated. But I was pleasantly shocked and like a little in awe, not gonna lie, when I read that one.
I've been doing a little bit of racing is probably putting it lightly. I think this is the first year in 10 years that I haven't done 30 weekends a year of racing. But I've been working for many different manufacturers in endurance racing with GT3 mostly, and yeah, I've just been racing my whole life basically. So, but it's cool. Like I've always been sim racing, so I'm kind of chill and down to earth. I don't feel above, so I love getting questions about it.
And Danny, what kind of divisions do you do in races? Do you do what is it, GT3? Is it Mazda? What do you do?
GT3, so it's GT World Challenge. I do the Intercontinental and the World Series and World Championships and all that.
Hey, Chad, I lost a GT3 driver. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I've been GT3. So I've been working for Lamborghini for 4 years. Then I worked for Audi for a year. Was supposed to do as well this year, but as some of you might know, they moved into Formula One and now pulled out. Yeah. So they shafted all the drivers.
Yeah.
And I was included. So that's why I'm on a bit of a hiatus this year, so to speak, to build up on next year. But I have some news in the pipeline. I'm going to Saudi Arabia for the 6 hours of Jeddah for GT World Challenge this year, end of the month. So I'll be appreciated if I could get some shout outs in chat there. So yeah.
No, shout out to you, Denny. That's amazing. If I can ask another question, Tess, I'm just really, really curious. Denny,
no, you're good. I'm gonna go ahead and send these guys through while you do that.
Cool. Denny, like, what are the difference that you feel when you're racing on GT3 in a sim versus real life? Or what are the? I know there's G's, of course, included, but like, what are the major difference that you see?
To be honest, like simulations nowadays are so good. Like, without the G's, obviously, it's pretty much 1-to-1. Like I use simulations for practice because tests are super expensive always, and teams can't really afford to do it anymore. So if you get a good lap time on the simulator and everything is well simulated, then that lap time is pretty much transferable to real life. So all the braking points, all the bumps and dips and the tracks are already modeled in. Some of the software we use are not really, let's say, customer based. We use more pro stuff, so rFactor Pro, Assetto as a different sort of leg in terms of sim that we use. So honestly, like simulations are really close, and the customer based ones, let's say Assetto Corsa, rFactor, are really up there when it comes to realism. Also, BeamNG is getting really close now. There's still some stuff they have to figure out, but it's really, really well made, I must say.
Nice. That was my next question. Like BeamNG, how does it compare to the drifting or how you've done it in real life? But you've already answered the question. I think Tess, that was a great run. Not taking anything away from the run. I think. What do you think? What's your initial thoughts?
I think that one specifically was a really clean run on both sides. They both initiated well. They followed through well. There was a bit of a gap between them. I definitely can't wait to see round 2. And
agreed.
I am about to send them on their way as long as they're ready.
Again, thank you, Denny, so much, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah, sorry, Denny. I was managing the race while we were doing all of that. I thank you, Charles, for taking over a good portion of the interview there. I really appreciate that.
Like we had a failure to launch?
I'm not sure what just happened there.
There's something, yeah. We got stuck together at some point. Oh, they're continuing to. I think Calvin has a bit of an issue with his sim or something. Is he?
Step away for a second, chat.
Uh-oh. Server going down. Okay, yeah, there we go.
Oh my god, this has never happened.
We might have some disconnects here, but I think Tess, we can get it restarted, right? I think we can restart that run.
Let me pull Shifty up here really quick. He's the server manager.
Yeah, of course. Oh, yep, disconnected. Oh, we got some.
Hey, honey, do you know what's going on?
Sorry, not a clue. The logs don't say anything, but I have just restarted. So feel free to join back in, everybody.
That's what I'm doing now. This has literally never happened before.
And I would say this is BeamNG. This is normal. This is completely normal, guys. This is
entirely
BeamNG.
true. So I'm already back in.
Yeah, I was going to say, the server doesn't even mark up anything. I see the chats that people posted, which didn't appear on my screen. And that was that. So I've just restarted. Everything should be back to normal. Just reconnect.
I was going to say, you should almost instantaneously reconnect.
Yeah, I still have to put like the direct connect stuff in. I don't know why, but yeah.
All right. I will send you back down. I am going to pull Raceless up here really quick to discuss an executive decision that I am probably going to make regardless kind of thing, but...
Okay, sorry, I'm back, chat. Denny is really cool.
I think that we should redo both of those runs, personally. I don't know how much was affected in that first run.
Hello.
Hey, you heard me, right?
No, actually, I just got back. I saw there's a bit of failure to launch. Is there like a issue going on?
The server crashed for the first time ever.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, it was wild.
Okay.
So I am going to make the executive decision, to run both runs back because I don't know how far back it was having an issue.
That's fine.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. All right, I can send you back to the drivers now.
Okay, see you later. Also, I mean, if you want my interview, side of the interview later, feel free. I'll try to remember it later.
Okay, go ahead. What do you want?
Oh, well, since you're wondering, it was a good battle. No, I think the decision was very fair. I made a big mistake in the chase. As this car, I struggle getting into that tightening zone. That's where I really need to angle up, and I don't really have the speed to do so. So I try to float out, and so definitely made a big mistake in the chase. I would say on my lead, I also made a pretty big mistake as I had to make a big correction when there really shouldn't be a correction. Caused a little bit of contact, which probably caused Denny to have to kind of surge forward and regroup. During that time, I kind of swung really wide during my transition, and so I wish I could have pushed through. Unfortunately, the tires kind of got locked up together, and I couldn't keep the wheels spinning. But really fun chase, really fun drive, and appreciate Denny's sportsmanship and having a good time. So.
Yeah, for sure. And Race, just a quick question. Like, do you think that because we're lowered down to street 400 horsepower, maybe you're having a little bit more issues kind of getting that car sideways and getting a good line? Are you more comfortable with maybe a 800 horsepower setup or something more?
So, more
honestly, comp style?
When I was first practicing,
I'm going to be right back while everybody's getting back in the server, okay?
Okay.
While I was practicing early on, I actually had this car pretty dialed. I didn't have an issue filling out all the zones and whatnot. And then I started, trying to add speed and trying to tighten it up. And unfortunately, I just gripped it up too much. And it was kind of too late to really make a change by the time I realized what was going on. I thought I could maybe drive around it, but clearly when you have a good driver like Denny right on your tail, there's no room for mistakes. So he snuffed me out real quick.
Good point. Yeah, good point. It was a good race, though. It was a really good race.
Hey, I appreciate you bringing a blue buck to the challenge. We don't see that very often. There's a lot of 200 BXs, but...
Yeah, there's a lot of VXs, right? But I think the blue buck brings a little bit of it. It's easier, I would say, steering wheel wise, because a lot of people use a controller here.
Oh, sure.
Steering wheel wise, the blue buck feels a lot more comfortable. It does than the BX. The BX is like having a mouse on the maximum sensitivity for the steering wheel. That's
Gotcha.
the only thing I can describe it from. So if I had like maybe a direct drive, or maybe I put my steering wheel to 540 instead of 900, I could control the BX, but then it would be a little bit unrealistic, in my opinion, because I think Formula Drift Pro drivers are 900, right? I think they're basically.
That's a sweet spot for them. There's a couple that go higher, but yeah, that's a. Just because their cards say they can run 1200 horsepower, they actually don't run that on every track. So
exactly. Yep.
But yeah, I think it looked like you were struggling a little bit for wheel speed or not off the line, but upon initiation and that first zone. Do you think your 800 horsepower car or class will do a bit better, or what do you expect for the future?
I wasn't thinking of participating with my 800 because I don't have 800 horsepower on my car. I run more like 700 horsepower. But I don't know. I don't feel 100% comfortable with it, but I'll still maybe race it. I'm still deciding to just keep staying as a commentator.
Sure.
I don't know. But when it comes to the 400 horsepower car, initially I had the drift tires on the Blue Buck.
Okay.
And it was feeling really loose, and I didn't really have much more than 70 or 80 miles per hour when I'm getting out of the last turn, and you guys were pulling more than that.
Gotcha.
So I went down to a sports tire, and it gave me a little bit more grip, and I think that messed me up at the very end there.
Sure. Well, that makes sense.
It gave me a hard time starting the initiation. Once I got the initiation started and the car was out, I was comfortable with it, but starting the initiation felt a little bit grippy and a little bit twitchy, so it didn't really work for me. But
well, you had a hard battle ahead of you.
I'm still learning.
Yeah, no, I mean, that homie is not an easy person to drift against. It looks like we have our drivers here. I don't know if Tess is back, so let's.
I'm back, but I don't know that we have our judges.
Oh, good call.
Okay.
Judges, if you can let us know if you're in. I will say, Charles, my pro car, my comp car, is actually I have it turned down to, I think, 550 horsepower, maybe 600. For me, in my driving style, the lower the horsepower, I can actually control it a little bit better, the throttle a little bit better. So
yeah,
helps
and
me.
I think that there's a fine line between 500 and 800, between like grip and tires and horsepower, and weight too as well. I think weight too has a lot to do with it. So,
and these 200s are so light compared to pretty much any other car you bring to the competition.
Yep, agreed.
I will say, next event, I hope to be running different cars. And spoiler alert for the next playthrough episode that comes out, I think, on Sunday. I will not be running a 200BX as my drift car. So we'll see. Stay tuned to find out that. And I don't know if it's already been mentioned, but shout out to Charles. He's on Twitch. Go check him out on Twitch if you enjoy watching Twitch. He does lots more drifting and more competition. So go give him a, subscribe, follow, whatever that is over there on Twitch.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are we good to go?
I think so. JR, did you switch over to the Discord stream so it's real time? Okay, sick. Awesome. All right, drivers, are we ready? I'm super sorry for that crash and the delay. I like that he's slashing his lights. That makes me really happy. All right.
I need to bind those on my controller better.
Straight off the initiation, let's see. BAM oil initiates cleanly.
It's a quick correction. I mean, he gathered it pretty well. I could almost call that desync. You could probably argue that.
Honestly, likely. I cannot believe that happened with the server, though.
Yeah.
I will say BAM oil was pretty close to having all tires off track.
That's pretty close.
There. I will say we'll leave that in the hands of the judges and the instant replay system, but
good luck to the judges on that one. That was pretty good. BAM oil, a bit of a correction there, right? Towards the initiation of the first corner.
I was going to say right in the middle there. I saw
right in the middle, yeah.
And then towards the end there, it looked like he went off track. However, like I said, we'll leave that one up to the up to the judges. Let's line back up, guys.
And I won't catch this next run. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back. Okay?
Sounds
good. You're good.
kind of bummed I didn't make it to the final 4. I will say I won the last street class round 1. I was hoping for a big, you know, maybe double down, back-to-back wins, but no, knocked out in the final 8.
All right, drivers, are we ready?
It's awesome to see an ETK wagon here too.
Honestly, this entire thing is just so many funky cars. I'm loving it.
I'm excited for the future classes.
I was going to say, the more people we bring in, like the new people, they come in with some of the wildest things and still manage to drift them.
Yep. Oh, a little contact.
Oh,
should say big contact. Wow. Judge is going to have to look into that one. It looked like to me, I don't know, Bam Oil was charging forward. I just think there was a bit of a decel from Calvin as he tried to angle up and causing contact.
I'm watching replay now, and the thing is it doesn't look like he decelled.
Well, I shouldn't say decel. I mean like a slight angle up, a slight decel. But if Bam Oil is charging forward on that, then that's going to be an issue.
I was going to say it looks more like a... I hate to do it, though. It looks more like a BAM issue.
I'd have to agree with you, but it's going to be up to the judges who have their own independent thoughts and feelings.
Maybe we should stick them on Devin or something.
I think we can trust them to think independently.
Okay, so we can't do Devin. You can't give 2 options. You have to make your pick, and your first pick was Bam. One shot was Cal.
I mean, unless he's changing. I mean, if he changes his mind.
Okay, but okay, so you've got BAM or rerun. Which is it? Because
yeah, you can do what OMT is for one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, OMT. Okay.
OMT.
So we'll do it one more time. So we will have.
All right.
Is that one more time across the board? I wasn't looking at Discord.
No, but enough OMTs. Okay, so we'll have Shift Tab and Callum go next, and then we will have those. I don't remember.
Yeah, they'll go one more time after that.
Was Zach and Homie, were they a one more time too?
Nope, they Homie made that.
Homie went that. Yeah, Homie won that one.
Okay, I thought we had another one more time earlier, but I don't remember.
We went through it.
It was me and Yak, but we already did that one.
Okay, sick.
Yep.
Okay, so Shift Tab, you are leading. Callum, you are chasing. This is gonna be a good run.
Oh, this is the Brit against the Brit.
Yeah.
Both 200
this is actually the last time that you guys did the tandem. Remember, we had a singles race after this.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 guys were the last guys that went.
Really? I didn't stick around to see that.
It was Shift Tap against Cal at the end.
Oh
and
my
Cal
goodness!
Won it by 3 overtimes. We had 3 overtimes.
Oh my
guys.
goodness! Okay.
That's how close it was.
Buckle up, chat. We need your thoughts in this.
Exciting. I'm very excited.
Real quick, I want to point out, Denny says, second event I do and second time I kick Raceless out. Sorry, bro. I love it. I love it. Shift Tab with a great launch.
Shift Tab in the lead with a clean initiation, but Callum just as clean of a following.
Oh my goodness.
There. Oh my god.
On each other.
Cal can literally reach out and grab his door and open it.
And you know, he's in a spot where he's not out of control either.
Yep.
Judges might want to take.
The only thing is he came out of zone there at the end, in my opinion. Like he sacrifices angle for proximity, which both equal out to being very similar points wise. But that last one, he didn't hit the zone at all. That's the only thing I've got to point out.
Yeah, I mean, he entered it. Replay. My biggest negative on that is he straightened there before the end. And granted, you could argue, well, it was pretty much over, but it's not over until it's over.
That's what I would. Yeah, I know. That's what I would think as well. I think Cal thought it was over at that last clipping point, and it's not. So Cal, next time, be very, very cautious. You're all the way to the end. That last clipping point is very important to grab there.
The transition was a bit of a struggle too. I think he got thrown offline, and he tried to gather it up. I think that was a big part of it too. But amazing run. I think the best runs we've seen so far tonight.
I was gonna say that's the only critique I have on either end. And you know how much I hate to not have a critique on Shifty's end.
Let's send him.
All right,
go.
boys, are we ready?
Mr.
Off
Jingo
we
says,
trot.
no pressure, Cal.
All right, straight off the line. Cal is pulling some speed up ahead. Smooth Why do they both transition so smoothly?
I don't know, but Cal's pretty offline
Cal
there.
is fully out of the zone for a good portion of zone 1.
Just allowing a gap to be built there, kind of allowing himself to fall back there. I think he knows he might have a slight advantage, not wanting to risk
I was
it.
gonna say, at the same time, though, all he has to do is, from what we've seen, and to my interpretation, all he had to do was have a clean run.
Yep. Let's keep sending this through. Judges, make your decisions. I'm going to go ahead and get my little sheet up here set up. Display that, and
GG's. I mean,
Okay,
I wouldn't
so
know how to judge that
I am
either.
going to pull a judge up here. Because I am confused.
Let's get Bam Oil and Calvin ready on the line.
Yeah, Bam Oil and Calvin, go ahead and get on the line.
Hopefully we can wrap up street class here in the next 10 minutes and switch to pro by 9 o'clock.
Oh wow, we had 2 hours on this one. Wow,
I know,
that's
we're
crazy.
already, yeah.
What?
Holy.
Oh shit.
So,
all right. Yep.
Howdy,
I
folks.
have questions. How did we come to the conclusion of Cal?
Cal had a really good believe it or not, Cal had a really good first run. He was on top of shift tab the entire
He
time.
missed the entire last zone.
That is true. However, on the last turn, he had to go wide to not get hit by shift tab when they did the transition. So that's forgivable in my opinion.
But
and
shift tab
looks
was in
like
the lead.
Shift tab was also going really slow.
Yeah, I got to agree with Division. I mean, the last turn it was a little bit on the inside, but again, it's permitted to go on the inside because you're chasing, right? So.
I didn't see the chat. It's
I
Cal
wasn't-
unanimous.
like-
There it is.
The second run, the second run, it was kind of a toss up because shift tab was in the zone more, but the lead at the end was a lot bigger.
He allowed a gap to be built, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Even though he played it safer, there was still that big gap because shift could have done the same thing Cal did and
Is it
got
crashing?
really close.
Okay. So Bam Oil didn't go. Okay.
Thank you so much for the insight. I think I don't know if I would have chosen that, but that's that's why we're not judges, and I appreciate that. And the judges have spoken. Shift tab, come to the grave with me, and we'll let these Zero Drifter boys stomp all over our event here. But yeah, that's awesome. I guess we got Bam Oil and Calvin as we wrap up or finish up our final four.
I have already tried to send them once. Okay, he didn't have the game tabbed in. There we go. All right, so one thing I will say is, drivers, when we are going through the chicane, make sure we go through the chicane. You have to follow the lines.
But not like through the chicane, like, you know, stay within the chicane.
Bam Oil, every time that I've seen him in the chicane, he has gone through the chicane.
I will say he's been on a great lead run there. It's
Yeah,
pretty
He did
wide
run
at
a
the
great
end.
lead run.
But you know what? Calvin was there the whole time too. I mean, he's a few cars back, but he mimicked angle, he mimicked line. I think it's gonna be another tough call for the judges.
Agreed. Agreed. Been a tough day for the judges, I'll tell you that much.
And we're only in street class. Pro class
Yeah,
is
we're
much
only-
tighter
Yeah.
competition.
It's
I
gonna be
think.
very interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be very.
I was
interesting.
gonna say, I'll cross that bridge. I'll cross that bridge in a minute. All right, guys, are we ready? Off the line we trot. Hey, we actually followed the chicane. Let's
Very nice.
go.
Early initiation.
All right.
Good, right?
Great initiation, smooth initiation from Calvin. Ooh,
Emil's getting close. Oh, there's contact. Oh.
Again, in my opinion, that's not to any fault of Calvin's.
I would agree. You can see in the replay pretty well. Bama was closing in. Then
You
Calvin.
have to manage your own speed.
The speed naturally decels, and as the course tightens up, and it is really hard in a chase position because you're wanting to like reel in, and then suddenly you're reeling in too fast, and it's too late. Very challenging course. It looks easy. It really isn't in the driver's seat.
It's not.
So
it's
one
really
thing
not,
I
guys.
do want to say from the judges is we want to only utilize one more times if there is something absolutely outrageous that happens that you cannot judge.
That, or if you really can't decide who did better.
I was going to say, like, if it is that good to where it's such a perfect run on both sides, or if something happens to both that is just, you have to do it again. That one is Calvin across the board.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will send them through, and if you could send me send in the chat at least the
Absolutely.
next rounds.
We have our finals. We have Elhome versus Denny. If we can get you guys spawned in, and then followed by Calvin and Callum. That's going to be difficult to say. We go ahead and take a picture. Boom. Keep this competition rolling on. You know, it's funny. I didn't remember what Danny did for a living until we were on the line and somebody mentioned it. I was like, oh no. Oh no, wait. This is that Danny?
And
that
you know
one?
what? That is actually 1000% why I mentioned it.
Is Denny on a steering wheel? Is he doing this on a steering wheel right now? Right?
I would guess he's on a full sim rig.
I was gonna say, I think he's on a
three
rig.
screens type stuff.
Now I want to go ahead and send him as you wish, but
He's
this
on
is
controller.
gonna.
Denny's on controller.
Oh, wow.
Are you kidding me, Denny? Are you kidding me, bro?
This is gonna be a big run. This is gonna be a close run. Elhome and Denny.
Are we ready, drivers?
This is gonna be a good run. I'm excited for this.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
me some revs, some honks. Thank you, friends. All right, Denny off that line. Denny far ahead already before the initiation even starts.
Look at that
Homie
angle.
catching on though.
That mimicking.
Homie is pushing it up. He is
He's
eating
stepping
that
it up at the
man's
very
door.
end.
He says GT3
Oh my
who?
goodness. Oh, a little contact across the line. They do get across the line okay. And judges are going to, if it comes down to it, might have to scrutinize, did Denny fall short and cause the contact as he fell out of zone, or did homie push him out? I'd have to
Truthfully,
say...
though, the other thing that they have to think about is, was it run-altering contact, or was it
That is
just...
true.
The initiation was a little wonky, wasn't it?
Oh, I left the judge screen on the whole time during that run in the middle. Oh my gosh, the best run. Can someone fire me, please? Why am I here?
I fire you at least once a stream.
I really need a third monitor that's like right above.
Oh
or,
my god, you've got no idea, dude.
Yeah.
This isn't the time for me to be buying anything, but.
I will say I just put my
Probably
expense
need it.
report for my mileage in today, and I was pleasantly surprised.
What are you gonna say, Charles?
No, I said I probably need the third monitor too as well.
All right, let's send him on through. That was a good run. Chat, you missed it because of me. Sorry about that. It was a close run. I feel so bad about that. Oh.
All right, drivers. Are we ready? I love that they honk. I've trained them so well. All right.
People are gonna ask for the next run to have a cinematic chase cam. Not sure we're gonna have the mod.
Alright, let's see. Both of them are in the zone, not necessarily filling it out. I will say Denny is trying to fall off of the track.
Yeah, he made a correction that really set him back. It's a crucial point where you start to tighten up.
But at the same time, Homie just did the exact same in the opposite direction, though.
It's going to come down to the judges.
This one goes to the judges. I think both runs were immaculate. I think they were beautiful. There was 2 mistakes on the final run.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think this could go either way.
I agree. I don't know which way it's going to sway.
JR says one more time. Devin says one more time. One Shot said Homie.
Okay,
so I guess we're going again, but don't line up yet, gentlemen.
We're going to have
First,
Calvin.
We need to see Calvin and Callum.
That's right.
The Cal and Cal.
Yep. Cal and Cal. Cal and Cal.
Cal and Cal.
You guys rest. Feel free, Denny, Elholm, if you need to make a tune adjustment, you have now. A good time is now or right before you pull up to the line.
Calvin is in the lead position. Actually, Callum is in Calvin's car.
Taking notes.
Okay, Calvin in the lead position, Callum in the chase. Awesome sauce, fantastic, wonderful. Drivers, are we ready?
Should be a good run. Callum is in a pretty quick car, but Calvin is good. He does a good job at managing angle and keeping speed. So. See how they do.
The thing we have to remember is it's not necessarily, especially in the street class, not necessarily about how quick you are, because if you can't follow a slower car, even if you're quick, I mean, that just, it shows on you as a driver at that point.
Callum did a really good job getting that car into the position. It was a little struggle at first. Still fighting it to really stay behind him. A little bit of opposite drift across the line. I think Callum is pretty hooked up.
That was really nice.
It was a good run. A lot of shimmying from Callum, though. I think that car has a lot more speed. It'll be interesting to see if Callum pulls away here as he leads, or if Calvin's able to keep up.
He will.
I think he's typing a message down there. I've seen him like to do that.
Oh, was a very high ping, he said?
Okay. No, sorry. No, sorry. That was a beautiful run.
Got about 8 minutes till comp class, hopefully. We might delay it a couple minutes. I think it would be good for everyone to bring other comp cars and get a little practice in once we get to that point.
All right, drivers.
It's going to be an exciting one.
Callum cutting that chicane a little bit there.
Let's make sure, all drivers, that we are not cutting the chicane. Because technically that should be a restart.
Maybe we'll have to do that for pro class.
I will be doing a lot of things for pro class. That's a clean run. I will say Callum definitely pulls away. Me personally, as somebody who is obsessed with this sport, I would probably go with Callum just because he holds the better angle. He is just smoother overall. He was a little twitchy, but you could tell the twitchiness was mostly due to having to stay behind a car that is slower than him, and he managed.
I think Callum did a great job in the chase. However, leading, I don't think I liked his lead as well as I liked Calvin's lead. I think Calvin's lead was a bit better. If I remember correctly. I have a terrible memory, but I think I noticed Callum come out of a couple zones here in his lead. Had a little bit of a straighten in the last zone. You can tell the car's gripped up, and he's kind of fighting it, but he is also making it work.
I gotta ask real quick, JR, which Cal? Because they were both Cal. Callum or Calvin?
He must have.
This was the Cal in the morning show.
Cal 80? Well, it's just Cal 80 because it ends in 80, right? It's his name.
So, Callum across the board. Callum goes on.
Okay, can we get JR up here to kind of talk about that, and then we'll get Homie and Denny up to the line. love to get your thoughts on that run, JR.
Yeah, I get to talk. Yeah. The first run, they were both pretty much together. Didn't really see any mistakes. Even though he said he's switching a little bit, but on the second run, there was a lot bigger gap. And that's what helped me make my decision.
Awesome. We appreciate the what's he call it? Not the digesting, the diving into it.
Oh yeah.
Calvin, really quick, if you could despawn your vehicle. Callum, you can keep yours out.
For the last spot in the finals. One more time, Denny versus Homie. Should be good. Should be a good
one. This is going to be a real good one.
I've checked my screen. I have nothing blocking the audience view. I'll probably never pull up another screen again. Honestly, it feels so bad.
Drivers, are we ready?
I love that cam chop on Homie's car. I have that on my basically right. Homie's car is a detuned pro car, is what it seems like, and Denny's more of a street. They both fit in class rules, but
off the line. Hey, we had one who actually followed the chicane.
Denny did smoke the tires early on, which is nothing wrong with that, but I don't know if he expected to do that. I know that messes me up when I do it. Oh!
I'm not sure what happened there.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I saw some contact, but you can't really tell how that contact happened.
Yeah. And
I'm watching the instant replay as we speak. Honestly, it looks like Lahome just, because there wasn't any like unusual decels or anything else.
Right. But it was clear that something was moving moving Denny's car out. It was getting pushed a bit there. Now they did salvage it together and continue on. So big shout out to both of them to continue on the drift and not flop and choke up and just end the run. But judges are going to have to make a decision there. Not at the moment, but figure things out. So now we'll have Homie lead and Denny chase.
Correct.
I think what we'll do is let's ride along with Denny. See,
you think you're gonna ride along? I, as forever and always, will be the eyeballs in the sky.
Oh, here's my camera spot. There we go. We are in the passenger seat with Denny. My controller doesn't work. Hold on. Go. Denny does have a steering wheel, so that's good. I think Denny also has a bit of a cam chop. It's just a little quieter.
A little overshadowed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, boys, are we ready for round 2?
I'm actually a little nervous sitting in the passenger seat. Looks gnarly.
Hey, another one who used my chicane. Alright, so a clean initiation from Lahome. It looks like he almost straightens out there. Neither of them are in the zone. They enter it back in. Both of them fill out the second zone, and once again, Lahome skips the second half of the final zone. I think really Raceless. I think this one really comes down to that contact and who is technically at fault for it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't get any good judging angle, but it was a fun ride along.
Yeah, it was good.
Charles, who do you think this is going to sway to?
It's a really difficult call. I mean, Homie was really, like you said, he made some adjustments maybe mid-turn. Denny was on his door, but then he fell back maybe between the half of the last turn and the very last turn. He pulled a little bit away. I think Homie was a little bit closer on the last run, but yeah, it's going to be a tough call for the judges.
2 of the 3 judges have spoken. I do need... So one last judge has spoken. I will say we didn't technically need the last judge, but I'm trying to do it to where they're all taking part.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It is Denny that takes it.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Big
in
stuff.
our final, we will have Denny versus Callum. Homie, if we could despawn our car.
Such an amazing run, guys. That was so great.
Good.
So good. It's so satisfying to watch. It really is. It really is.
GG,
Smooth.
bang doors later. I love that. That's so good.
That's so good.
That's so good.
Who said that? Who said that? GG's.
That was Denny. That was Denny S.
Nice, Daddy. Nice.
That was awesome.
All right, guys. Let's get you to.
I love
up to the
camaraderie.
line.
You know, like obviously drivers want to win, but moreover they just want to grab doors. Like it's just
That's the thing I like
Yeah,
about
yeah.
FD, like in here and in real
Mhm.
life, though, is they are all homies. Like they are all buddies.
mm,
They
Even
are.
if they don't like each other, they're still buddies.
they're happy to have a good run together.
Exactly.
So real quick,
There
let
is
me
just a s-
change up the playlist here. We are here in the finals. We have Denny versus Callum. This is a big run. Big one,
Yeah,
big
this
run.
is a big one.
All right, boys, are we ready for the finals?
I know I'm ready.
Winner takes it all for this category. And here we go. We're gonna send them off.
Yeah, baby.
Denny with a fiery start. Rolling
Benny
burnout.
with a straight through start.
Callum quickly grabbing the door. Might have been a little contact, but they both bring it back together. Denny falls out of his zone pretty quickly there.
With another set of contact, but it wasn't really on anybody's fault there.
The gap is made at the end. Good run. Good
That was a
run.
Good
really good run.
Denny S,
Final
our
nerves.
actual pro driver in real life. Can we just talk about this for a second?
You know, I don't think many people expected to race against a GT3 driver. I think that's the beauty of video
What we
games,
do here,
right?
Yeah.
And what we do here.
Denny's
That's exactly it.
hands are literally shaking right now, he says in chat on here.
I'm shaking
He
for
says,
you guys.
He says his hands are literally shaking, and he's the one that does this for a living.
Well, you know, I think Formula Drift really has that effect as well, because you have, you know, about 10 seconds to make or break the win or loss, and you have to be spot on. I know when I'm, you know, if you're actually racing, right, you have time to size up corners. You need to be zeroed in, but it's not, maybe the last couple of corners you're really focused, right? Or not really focused, but, you know, really stressed and anxious about it. But, yeah, this is a whole nother, you know, you got to get it just right, and it's so easy to get it wrong.
It just really puts it into perspective, though, with like a pro driver being nervous in like an online thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, gentlemen, are we ready? Get that heart pumping. All right, straight off the line, Callum is taking a smooth initiation route. I will say Denny is not filling out that zone, but he...
With the pass, I mean, we're gonna have to talk about this. Let me tell you what I saw. I saw Callum going off track before Denny hit him. I think Denny was starting to zero in. Denny did a good job.
I just verified that via the instant replay. So Callum was going off track.
Denny did a great job following line. He followed him down there, and then Callum made an adjustment to get back into the zone, and Denny kind of struggled to get back in there with him. But by then, Callum was also already heading out, and Denny kind of chased him off. So we'll let the judges decide that one. I have my thoughts. I have my votes. Charles, what do you think?
I mean, it was super close, but it is what it is. Cal, there was some, he went off track. He just went off track.
Yeah.
Trying to adjust, and Denny was keeping a good line. I'm not gonna deny, Denny was keeping a really, really good line there. It's a tough call because the first run went very, very on Callum's side, and the second one was just Denny probably all the way.
Yep.
With your comments on the fact that Denny had a really good line, Bro had such a good line and such a good follow run that he followed dude off track.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Do we have votes from our judges yet?
We have 2 of the 3. We do have a winner. I am just waiting on the one. Okay, so One Shot would like to one more time. However, Denny does take the challenge.
Congratulations, Denny.
Now, what I will say, actually, I'm gonna run this by you through text chat really quick.
I will say that was some great drifting all around by everyone that competed.
Yeah.
You know, this is a street class. I'd say this is probably the least prepped class. Everyone normally focuses on their pro cars more. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Oh wait, no, wait, where's your text chat? I don't have your text chat. But yeah, let's bring One Shot in a little bit. I'd like to first bring in our winner, Denny. Drivers, go ahead and get your comp cars out, your pro cars out. Let's go ahead and get maybe 5-10 minutes of practice time. And let's have a chat with Denny.
I sent it to you.
You did? I didn't see it. Oh, now I see it.
It's a DM.
I don't understand it. Can you try again? Oh. Yes. Yes. Well,
Denny giving us a bonus run here.
Do what?
Denny's giving us a bonus run here. He's just running to the
Oh,
track.
did he? Oh.
Yeah, he does.
Well done, Denny.
Solid one too.
Denny, I have invited you to come speak. That was you wanted, was it One Shot or Denny that you wanted up here?
We'll talk to One Shot a little bit later, but I do want to get Denny up here first.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey.
Congratulations. Your victory in the street class. Tell us how you're feeling. You mentioned you were pretty nervous during it. I mean, this has to be really exciting.
No, it's really exciting. Like, I've never done a drift competition on sim or in real life or anything, so it's very new to me. Like, I started this tune maybe 2 days ago, and then I joined up on the Zero community just to do some door banging over there with El Home and all those guys over there. So, like, big shout out to them for showing me the ropes, obviously, because I don't think I would be here without them. So no, I was really excited for that last run, and like literally my hands are still shaking because I'm just getting started now, and there's one more class for me to go. So no, I'm really hyped up for it. But not gonna lie, like this track is really difficult. Like those runs I did was the cleanest runs I've had like throughout today. Like the practice runs and everything. I think these runs that I did now during the competition was the cleanest runs I've had. So
that's awesome.
So I really locked in for it, I guess.
Yeah, well, and I wonder how much of that comes from your career, right? Being able to focus up like that. But can you tell us a bit, how different is this than the GT stuff? I mentioned that this might be a little different. Well, yeah, but just the overall, you have 10 seconds to make or break it. Whereas, in racing, obviously there's a lot more on the line, but there's time in between, right? You can recover from a mistaken corner to an extent. Did you notice a big difference?
Yeah, I think this is a lot more, you can compare it a lot to if you're into fitness and stuff, to interval practice and doing long runs. Like if you do long runs, you kind of settle into a rhythm. With intervals, you're always sort of like, am I stepping on the right breath? It's kind of like this. You have to be in the right mindset as soon as you go, because it's hard to do that wind down between and then focus back on. Especially for the final. With the nerves and everything, I was super lucky that Callum did a bit of a mistake there in the initiation, because otherwise he would have had it, I'm sure, because my first lead run was not great. So yeah, for sure some nerves coming in there.
Such a great analogy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Such a great analogy, yeah. But you did it, Denny, mostly on a controller. If you had a steering wheel, do you think you would have gotten the same times? Do you think you would have performed the same, or
I would have
do you
been
feel-
much better on wheel for sure. Like definitely. Like I've done some drifting on wheel before, and I'm way more confident there. You don't have to find. Well, you do to some extent with the oversteer help on BeamNG, which is really good. But the fine control on the edge, let's say, like maintaining very high angle, is much easier for me on a wheel.
Interesting. Very cool. Well, I think that's all we have for questions. Let's maybe get One Shot up in here, talk about that final judging, and his experience in judging Formula Drift. This is his first time judging, and then we'll talk about how we're going to shift up the staff per se.
And while we do that, I'm going to have all drivers who are running Pro Class put in the Discord chat, not the game chat, the Discord chat that they are running, please.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, I tried. Oh, that's the wrong button. Alright, Denny, I'm going to send you back down to the audience. Do you have any last words before you get demoted again?
Just thanks a lot for hosting these events. It's really cool to be around with this community. You got great people, so good job there, Raceless.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We're really happy to have you and everybody here. Alright, One Shot. What's up, Buttercup?
How's it going?
Good.
I had to throw something random out there.
Got me off guard.
Good.
How was your experience there judging Formula Drift RP for the first time? And yeah, I guess how'd you enjoy it?
Yeah, so it was good. Really good drifting from all the competitors, and yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. I kind of kept a overview, kind of bird's eye look, but I zoomed in. Had some nice angles.
Very nice.
Yeah. As for that last race.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's my next question.
Yeah. Yeah, so for that last race, I actually had Cal edged out on the first run.
Okay.
When Denny was leading. I thought he kept a very good chase. And then he did get gapped at the end, but I felt that it happened because Denny cut the end of the first section, which allowed him to take a really shallow angle into 2 and kind of carve it into 3. And everyone, most of the competitors today were taking kind of, they were sort of missing the end of section 2 and running wide into section 3.
Right.
That was kind of the standard run. So he sort of got gapped just by the shallow angle of Denny from missing or kind of leaving the end of section 1. So I was really excited to see that the reverse with Denny chasing. It's just unfortunate that Cal went off into the grass. But then also I'd say when he did go off into the grass, Denny also straightened out right then. I would have preferred to see Denny just hold his angle and finish out the line.
Sure.
So that's why I voted for one more time. If he had just held his angle, because like he had the angle fine, and if he just held it, Cal would have been in the grass and he would have just had a clean run. But he did straighten out and then get back into it, which I mean I don't think Cal would have recovered, but it also kind of prevented Cal from recovering. When he was in the grass, I don't think he would have got back on, but that was just what I saw there.
Okay, love the insight. Thank you so much. Very detailed. Very cool. Will you be competing in the pro class, the comp class? Or just be spectating again?
No, I'm just spectating. So the last few days I've actually been acquiring all my sim gear, as some of you know in the Discord.
Oh, cool.
And today I picked up a seat, so I have a busy day tomorrow of
Are you the one that posted that when your seat's better than your dailies?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Dude, that seat looks nice though, eh?
It looks sick.
$33, a BMW seat.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Wait,
33 Canadian, that's like $10 US.
I might need one of those for my BMW. My seats are terrible, my E36.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the driver's seat was taken, or I would have taken that.
Dang.
Really.
I might have to scour the marketplace. No, I should. I don't belong in the marketplace. That'd be rough.
Well, I was in
I
a
was gonna
junkyard.
say,
It was like
Raceless,
one of
stay
2
off
cars that didn't
marketplace.
have all the windows smashed out. So
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, rains a lot here, so not many options.
Gotcha. Can we go ahead and get Junior? I don't know why I started calling you Junior. Get JR and Denny up in the chat. We're gonna mix around the roles here a little bit, and while you do that, I want to go over class rules. So, for pro class or comp class, there's an 800 horsepower limit. I'm gonna type this up to Homie as well. 800 horsepower limit. 1200.
Charles, I'm gonna shoot you down to audience since you're gonna be driving again.
Thanks for joining us. 1200 minimum weight, a 295 max sport tire, and must have a roll cage. Pretty simple. I will say you don't have to have 800 horsepower. I'm running only 580, and I like it. It's my sweet spot. How should we switch this up, Tess? What do you think we should do?
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little restless with just commentating. If I could take a spot and
judge?
if I could do my usual,
Your usual combo?
judge and commentate.
Can't have one
'cause
hat?
I can't have one hat. I'm sitting here driving myself insane.
Sounds good.
I've been doing this on my own since day one.
JR, are you comfortable judging and commentating?
Yeah, I probably can. That's fine.
Okay.
You good to bounce off of me?
Yeah.
Suggestion?
Yeah.
Perhaps. Why don't we have all the judges and Tess up here?
So I am a judge now.
Oh, you
We
are?
We could do that. I do want the flow to continue to be pretty quick, though. We don't need to like slow down the show and break down every run super deep.
I was gonna say maybe I could swap it off between judges and between rounds.
Okay. But yeah, maybe we just have. How about we do division? How about we just do Devin, Tess, and JR? You guys commentate and judge. See how it works doing it all at once. And then
I'm up here a lot. Why don't you leave one shot up here?
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. If you're comfortable with that one shot, would you mind announcing?
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay, I was gonna say so. You and I will announce together. Me, Devin, and JR will judge.
Cool.
Dick nasty.
And you can kick me down to the racers. I gotta get the bracket set up. I'll send the bracket in just a little bit.
And I will send JR down there. I keep Shift up here for moral support. He doesn't say anything, but...
Wait, I'm up here?
Don't
oh my
go
god,
away.
I had no idea. I could have said the worst type of stuff. Oh
Son of
a... I'm looking at a different server with Bamwell to get some practice in.
That's too funny.
I keep him up here for a security blanket because otherwise I lose my mind. I didn't know what I was doing last week. He hid in the bottom last week.
What, I was still doing that?
You were still up here?
Nope, I had no clue. I could have said some of the craziest shit.
That's actually so funny.
All right,
Oh,
final
I'm
call
glad
for
you
pro
hate
class,
today.
by the way.
Today.
Oh, I'm not even. I'm not part of the group anymore.
Raceless, we do need a bracket, friend. So I have Callum, Calvin. So Cal in the morning. We've got Denny. Oh, Kai, you got it working?
He's had it working for a while now.
Oh, sick. Okay, awesome. We have Kai, King Sheep, Shifty, Raceless. Okay, one shot. How comfy do you feel, or would you rather just spectate?
It doesn't matter to me either way. I don't mind spectating.
Are you a big talker?
Not really, but I can be if
Okay.
required.
Let's do this. I want to have.
If you're more comfortable with spectating,
not even
that's the
near.
only reason I'm asking is because we do have somebody who wouldn't mind. Oh God, he's
I'd rather.
back.
I want to have JR. Let's do JR and Tess as announcers.
Well, what I was gonna say is Charles isn't doing the pro comp, and he
Is he not?
offered. Yeah, he offered.
Oh,
to
get
come
him
on.
back up here. Oh,
Get him
get
back,
him back
up
up
here.
here. Okay, all right. I'm leaving again. I'm
send
leaving
me
again.
down.
Okay, goodbye. You're fired.
Thank
Alright.
you guys. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I'm not competing in this thing, bro. This
You're
is way
good.
too above my level. This is
You're
way
good.
too above my level. I'd rather stay here with you guys if you don't mind. Chef and-
One shot. I'll keep you up here just because it'll be an extra. I'll occasionally be like, I'll poke the bear and be like, "Yo, what do you think about
Yes.
Yeah, no problem.
Agreed.
We need Charles's energy though.
that?"
All right, agreed.
All right,
Charles
Chad.
has
Let's
got
shuffle
good
the board.
energy. The vibes are here.
Not looking. Boom.
And then we have silent shift tab sitting in the corner, basically just being my security blanket. And y'all can laugh at that all you want, but he makes social interaction bearable even when he's not saying anything.
I'm trying not to fall asleep here. It's 2:30 a.m. Been a long day.
All right, Chad.
All right. So do we have? Oh, Raceless, you did your job. I'm so proud of you. Okay, but why? That's not his job. Raceless, what is so broken about this? Why is this broken? We have 2 brackets with nobody in them.
I don't know what to
Fix
say to
it.
them. Guess I'll shuffle again. It's just how it's shuffled. All right, we'll do. Do that.
And Homie is in there twice.
Homie's in there twice? Oh, son of a gun. Shuffle again. Take these out. Throw him up
Yeah,
there.
bring him back up here just to yell at him. On his own
Put me
stream,
under
by the way.
pressure.
All right,
I'll do it. I think I've proven that
Wow,
at
we
this
have Denny
point.
here twice.
you have. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
You're good, dude.
Do we only have 8 drivers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have 8 drivers. There's my problem. Am I talking to people now?
He's not going to answer the call. How much I'm going to bet. I invited him to speak. He's not going to answer.
Feel pressure.
Raceless. Fix your bracket.
There we go. Chat, you know what's going on. We're shuffling here. I'll answer their call in just a little bit.
Oh, he's actively fixing it on stream. Okay, hold on. I can't see what's happening.
Where's my
I will say
Discord?
the instant replay of Raceless's stream is pretty nice.
Oh my god, tell me
I'm
about
working
it.
here. I'm working. There's a bracket.
I'm walking here.
I didn't realize we had 8 drivers, so it was we made it. You're saying the stream
No.
quality is good? That's good because I just switched to
Yeah, he
a different
was talking
style.
about having your instant replay available.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, there was a few times where I went back and I just kind of watched the run like 2 or 3 quick before I put
Gotcha.
my vote in.
That's awesome.
Let me tell you, that is how I judge everything. A good portion of my night is instant replays.
Let's try to get some practice in.
Alright, so we have it properly going now. Awesome. So we've got... Thanks, honey. I just saw his messages in the chat.
No pressure, Race. No pressure.
Am I still talking? Oh, they can't hear me.
Yeah, you're still talking.
Oh, I am? Oh, no.
We're still here.
Oh no, no pressure,
No pressure.
Raceless. No pressure, no pressure.
You know what's really hard is when we have identical engines, and I don't know what's going on with my engine because I hear him on close to the limiter. I hear me bouncing the limiter. That's a struggle. Hopefully we don't see each other in the bracket where we might see each other. Oh, I don't know. I'm going against Homie. I might be in up here in chat
I was
sooner
gonna
than
say,
expected.
You might get losered out.
Yep. I think, yeah, let me just sneak one more in. Final call, last runs. Practice about to close, 60 seconds.
I will say my my second commentator has said that he would be right back. Oh wait, he's unmuted now. He might actually be back. Charles, you back?
I am back. Yes, I am back.
Welcome back, friend.
Thank you so much. So excited to be here.
Calvin wants to know if he can protest to not be against Denny in the first stage.
I don't know that it's
Calvin.
Tell you what, if there's enough votes for a reshuffle, I think that's fine.
Denny, we actually, or not Denny, shoot. I was reading Denny's name. Bam Oil, we have, for the first time ever, a perfect bracket on this one, and we would have to split up like 3 different groups and have like 4 buy runs again.
Is Bam Oil wanting to run? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
it's no big issue.
How about him and I go against each other for that spot? Let's do a quick battle right now.
Okay, yeah, no, that works perfectly.
yeah, agreed.
Calling out Bam Oil. And then if I win, I gotta put on some shorts. It is sweaty in here. It's hot. I'm stressed. And if I have to go against Homie and then shift after that, assuming I win all these, oh gosh. So let's go to end practice. Clear the track.
I'm going back down to the pit. Bye.
Am I being kicked out too?
You are, but I need my security blankets.
Oh, I am? Oh.
He doesn't do anything. He doesn't say anything. I mean, you don't have to. It's kind of your show.
No, you can kick me out. It's fine.
Just gonna go away.
All right, chat. It's just you and us. I think
Looks like
we'll...
this is gonna be a 200 BX supremacy going on over here.
Probably.
Part 2.
This is supreme. All right. So Raceless and Bam Oil load. Line up. Yep, that one. Holy crap! I need a nap.
Oh yeah.
I'm turning our lights on here. There it is.
Not lined up from. I said line up.
We're a go.
All right, drivers. Are we ready? And Bam Oil cuts the chicane again.
Oh, that was
hit the tire.
That was really hard issue there. From Bam
What
Oil.
happened there?
Clip the wall there at the entry. Very unlucky.
Okay. Yeah. I mean.
Nice clean line from Raceless, and then that's all she wrote.
So, truthfully, no, you can't. That's not a one more time situation. Unfortunately,
No.
we can't one more time that.
We are pretty strict over here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we
Agreed.
do. We have. I follow FD rules. I.
Agreed.
You can use your competition timeout to respawn your car and like get it fixed up. But that is the only one that you get for the rest
chat.
of the bracket.
Have a real solid chance it's not below
So
this.
if you move forward and you mess up after that, you can't repair your car. That's
Correct,
basically
unless
what it
the
is.
other unless the other person does it.
Yep. All right, that's fair.
I
Pretty
do
fair.
love Bam Oil's colors there. That looks good. Pink and green.
So, Raceless is now in the lead, and Bam Oil is now in the chase. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Looks like we are.
Raceless is shaking in his boots because he knows that I'm judging now. Alright, so we've got Raceless with actually a clean initiation. He's holding a good amount of angle. He's in that zone. He's actually filling that zone out nicely.
Bam Oil's on his door, though. Oh, Bam Oil made a correction on the last one. Yep, straightens on the last turn there a little bit, just a little bit, but...
And doesn't fill out that last zone. Completely ignores the fact that it existed.
Chat, that was a lot.
That was a great lead from Raceless.
Turn on Discord a little bit.
Very impressive.
Oh boy, sweating. If I can do that lead run again, I'll be pretty happy.
Bam, you're good. We know you tried. Like that. So what you have to understand, and what every driver has to understand, is that none of my critiques are ever against you. Everybody has a shit run here and there.
Tess is absolutely right.
It is. I mean, you should hear some of the things I've said about Shifty on stream. And I mean, Charles, you think that Shifty's a really great driver, right?
Yeah, he is. It's amazing. I mean, Bam Oil. Again, he's a young kid. I mean, Bam Oil is like 16 years old. So, dude, shout out to this kid.
You got time, like.
Dude, shout out to this kid, bro. He's just been very mature on our servers. He's part of the serial service. Very mature, very, very on it. Very racing, amazingly, amazing sportsmanship. Just great run overall, man. I really, yeah.
I gotta say though.
I've been saying to Bamo, if you want to be my son, I'll adopt you, brother. I'll adopt you, brother.
I gotta say
I
really quick.
would love to dream to have a 15-year-old kid that could drift like that.
I just got called a meanie by an actual GT3 driver, so I think I win here. But we do kind of have to kick Denny now.
Banned from the server.
Yeah.
Banned. All right, so that makes Raceless move forward. Denny is hiding. No, dude, you're good. You're good. You're good. Like, Bam, you're fine. You didn't disrupt anything. As a matter of fact, you gave us a fun run beforehand.
Yeah,
it was a good time. You're fine, hun. Don't worry about it. Up first, I have Shift Tab and Kai. Kai, you finally get in here. Go ahead and line up. On deck, can I get Homie and
right now, I'm just a racer right now.
Who's leading?
You should be right along with. It's right in the chase car.
Homie and Raceless. Homie, if you could go ahead and spawn in your car so that we can get you on deck.
Racing a sunburst.
Whilst the race is going, or while we're media is going on, so they can feel good.
I have my legs up, so if I fall asleep mid-run, that's on me.
You're not allowed.
Maybe do external chase. I like to get
guys, are we ready?
full view here. I had the UI.
The first time I've seen a sunburst doing drift.
I know I can count on Shifty to go through the chicane. Good initiation from both of them. I will say Shifty is quite quick. Kai is sacrificing the zone and off the track.
Very wide, yeah, very wide.
I will say there is still a chance, Kai. Shifty does like to choke in the second round if he has an easy run. Has he deafened yet? Because usually he does.
Nope.
That's nice profile there.
He hates it when I commentate when he's driving.
Homie has a different car out. Check that out. I don't know who we're racing. This is not the same car he had before. Oh boy, I'm nervous. Turn Discord back up.
Alright. Go ahead and line back up. This time we have Shift in the chase and Kai in the lead. Kai, I'm rooting for you, friend. Just make him choke. That's it. That's all you gotta do. We don't, like, make him nervous.
Kind of drift missile build. Very nice.
Who has Christmas music? Is that you?
Is that what was that? That was nice though.
Honey, is
No, it's
that
not me
you?
this time. Not this time.
Kai, if that's you,
That's not me.
you're great.
It's
and
not
I
you
love
that
it.
much.
I'm so happy about this right now. Okay, so I am what you call a festive bitch. It doesn't matter the season, I'm celebrating.
I'm sorry, wait.
All right, guys, are we ready?
Couldn't tell him to start the race.
Go ahead, ask your question. I know you've got one.
I don't have any questions. I'll accept your comment.
It
I'm pretty
doesn't
much the
matter
same.
the season.
Good
It is always
initiation.
his whatever
Ooh.
season. All
Have
right, we have
charges.
Shifty filling out that zone, and we have Kai who had a fantastic initiation, but there's just in
Shift,
that one
like,
spot.
not even
It
phased.
was around that spot last time, wasn't it? That he just had that issue. This time he spun out. The first time he went off track.
I mean, if you get the initiation, is good, but then all the way half through the corner, you do have to reduce your speed. You do have to maybe adjust a little bit, and that's where maybe Kai is having some issues, adjusting to that final stretch of that corner.
I mean, I personally, I feel so much better with having my spot as both commentator and judge back. I don't know how to operate without it. I was so lost last class. You have no idea. I hate to say it, but it's going to Shifty.
Yep.
And I love the fact that Devin is on my team with, we always have to root against Shifty. It's the law. So if
Yeah, we got to
you're
be
not
harsh
allowed
in
to
these
root
just
for
we got to be straightforward. We got to be honest, and I think honest assessment is Shift took it away there. Honest assessment, but we'll leave it to the judges.
King Sheep and Callum on deck really quick. Go ahead and spawn your cars in. Kai, if you can despawn yours.
If I can add, it is up to the chaser to follow the lead line, and I did not see a 360 in there. So I'm just putting that out there to the judges.
One shot, you hold a very fantastic point.
Yeah.
I also, you
BQ'd.
scared the crap out of me because you hadn't said much, and then I forgot you were here.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk over. So
No, talk over because otherwise you won't get a word in edgewise, and I'm pretty sure Charles is the same way.
Ooh, King Chief
if
has
you
a
don't talk
SBR.
over us, we won't stop talking.
Correct. Agreed.
See? He's like, yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so we've got King Sheep and Callum on deck. We have Raceless and no, that's not Raceless. Is that Raceless?
Yep.
Yeah,
Did I say
Raceless and Homie,
Raceless?
right?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
Raceless and
Raceless and
Homie. Okay, for some reason I didn't think Raceless was up yet. All right, Raceless, are you ready? And Homie, are you ready?
Yep. They're
Somebody
ready.
play the Christmas music.
Should be
All
good one.
right.
I love the look of that car though. Looks sick.
Which one, Homies?
Homies, yep.
It's so good, isn't it?
Look at that entry. Holy.
I was gonna say they both look gorgeous. Homie's not quite filling out that zone. He's back in it though. Raceless
He's
dips
back
out
in
at
it.
the same point. But they both cleanly run through that entire section. I mean, I can
He
say
has
now that
speed
I'm
on me.
judging, that I'm gonna have a hard time with this one if the second run looks just as good as the first run.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe need to jump on wheel. Have better throttle control. Harder
I will
for
say
me,
I want
but
to see some more door-on-door action. Get those dents in there, boys. Those tire marks.
Have a great night,
Bit more
Kai. I'm so
proximity.
glad that you could join us tonight. Welcome into chat, Todd. How are you doing tonight?
I will say I would agree with.
focus on our
with
lead,
Todd.
boys.
I wanted to see
Girls,
some more
whoever's
door-to-door
here.
action. That was a little bit far away.
That was
It's a bit.
shifty.
Yeah, that was shifty. But, but I do agree with the point. Although it did come from the guy who left a big gap in the street class and might have
Hey,
cost him the
listen,
first round.
This is 800. Raceless is running 600 horsepower and Homie is running 517 horsepower. So
They
we have
should
a-
be pretty close.
that should be pretty close. Yeah, it should be pretty close. So it's going to
Sounds
be
already,
interesting
though.
to see the next run.
Gentlemen, rev your engines. Let's see.
It's
I
gonna
want
be
to
interesting.
see somebody on someone's door.
Ooh, bit of a straight in. You got it back there.
Looks like Lahome just could not get it properly initiated. We are currently going around that outer zone.
Oh, once he has it initiated, he was on his door.
Oh
He
my
is
god,
on
there you
him.
go.
Oh yeah.
We've got some door-to-door action, another small wiggle wobble, but
A little bit, a little bit.
He took that information to heart and put
He
it on his door
did.
there.
Yeah.
Man.
I
Great driving.
do have to say, I know who I'm rooting for. It makes me upset because
Why does it make you upset, Tess? Why does
because
it?
I have two people in here that I am not allowed to vote for unless they do exceptionally well.
Conflict of interest. That's what we call that in the real world.
But here's the thing: it is to solve the conflict of interest. I am ultra mean to Shifty and Raceless, so that everybody knows I'm not gonna give them preferential treatment.
That sounds fair.
I wish I had his grip
Look,
there.
I have been
His car's gripped
one
up.
more timing things and everything else as many times as I can when it comes to Shifty and Race. Simply
I hope this goes one more
because
time, to be honest.
I never want to be told that, oh, you're only voting for this reason. So I know how I'm rooting. I'm outvoted. I was gonna go Raceless because he had less mistakes. Bear
less
in mind,
mistakes are
other
good.
judges, you have to go by the lead in both. So how you judge these is the lead in both things. So you initially judge based off of the lead for both drivers. It's not, the chase is only supposed to follow the line. The lead is the one that you're actually supposed to judge.
I
So,
think I disagree with that.
Homie moves forward on this one, but I do want the judges to bear in mind that the mistakes in the lead outweigh mistakes in the chase. Yeah, both matter, but you look at the lead more. They actually amended that this year to where it's mostly lead versus lead.
And if I would say, like, in the lead, I think the homie in the first lead had a gap over Raceless on the final two corners. Just the
We just
final
weren't
two
quick
corners.
enough, fellas.
Not in the initiation, because there was a correction from homie in the initiation. But the final two corners, I think homie was a little bit more away from Raceless versus the chase from Raceless.
100%.
Yeah. But just the last two corners, though. I mean, you can't judge a race from the last two corners, but the judges have spoken. It was
Judges
super
have
close.
spoken.
I would
was
have gone
really
overtime.
close.
I would have gone overtime. In my opinion, I would have gone overtime because just to see this again. But I respect the decisions.
Well, I wish you did. I'm just kidding.
No, I
Just
I
kidding.
had no vote.
No, I know.
have no vote in it. I have no vote in it, but I would have gone overtime.
No, it was
I would.
definitely good. I feel like I had
It
a
was
really
really
good
good.
lead. I was really comfortable with my leads finally, but
Yeah.
gosh, the speed homie had. I mean, you can't deny that he had buses on me. So I think it's a fair call. I wish I could have gone one more time, but even if we did, I don't even know how I would try to grip up my car, and in so doing, it probably would have ended in my downfall, just because I'd overcompensate for the grip and then just have issues. But I knew it was.
I think it would have gone it would have gone any other way. Like even if we went overtime, you would have won or homie would have won. It would have been. It would
Right.
just been anybody that made a mistake or anyone that just braked a little sooner or
Yep.
didn't have the initiation right or just down to those little margins of error. I think is what makes the competition so great. And I think we reached that right here. We
Yep.
reached that right here. It was really close. Really close.
I'm gonna be an
Denny,
eye
go
way up in
ahead
the sky.
and, Denny, go ahead and cue your car in. You're in the next heat.
Oh, that's a good picture, and I will be right back. I got a good aerial view if you guys need to use it. Go ahead and restart the music, and you step away for just a little bit, and I will be back.
Okay, we don't need you. It's just your stream.
Fair enough.
Tess, you're great, bro. You're pretty good. You're pretty good.
You came for the drifting. You stayed for the sarcasm.
Exactly.
All right, drivers, are we
so
ready?
Well put. That was so well put. That was so yeah.
I hope they're ready because I'm going.
I'm ready.
All right, we have Callum versus King Sheep.
King Sheep, yeah.
Yeah, King Sheep in a different car than usual. King Sheep spins out of the initial run. Callum running it through. That was such a clean run from
Very
Callum too.
clean
I'm so
run.
sad it ended. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I was really looking forward to see this car kind of be right behind him, because this is a rare car to drift. It's really beautiful too.
Are you talking about King Sheep's?
King Sheep's car, yeah. These cars are really nice
So,
looking.
when I say I don't even play this game, I mean it. I don't know what car that is. I do not play this game. I know how to free cam. They made me drive last event. I didn't know what I was doing.
On the drag event, was it?
No. Yeah, the
On the
drag
race
event,
event?
but I didn't
Okay,
actually
gotcha.
drag anything.
Gotcha.
All I did was put a vehicle in a spot and turn the lights off and on. I flipped it. I do not play this game. What car is that?
This is a Hiroshi. So I mean, the Hiroshi is a rare car to drift because it's a rear engine car too as well. So it has all of the weight on the rear end, so it makes it particularly difficult to drift. So I give props to anyone that even attempts to drift this car for real. I mean, I do. All the props to Kingship for trying to drift this car, but it's not easy. It's really not easy.
Sick. Okay.
But as normal,
Awesome.
we do have the BX. The BX is probably a normal car to drift.
I know what that one is.
Exactly.
I know what that one is.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
That's Bubs' bread and butter. All right, guys, are we ready for round 2?
How's the SBR handling? I didn't get to see the first run.
Didn't do very well. Didn't do very well.
didn't.
The Hiroshi. I know. I was expecting more from it, but let's see. Let's see.
So I just had to give Charles
Okay.
here the breakdown. We are filling out the zone. Okay.
Okay.
He is having a
Oh,
much
yeah.
better run this time.
Much. Yes.
Sometimes
much better
you need the
rebound.
clean air, you know?
It's not Formula 1. It's Formula Drift.
Well, I mean, you have no one in front of you to chase. A little air at the end there, but I mean,
So we have to go lead by lead now.
he has to be happy about that one.
Yeah, he is really happy about that. Like I said, really
King
hard car
Sheep,
to
that
drift.
is the best run I have ever seen you do, my guy. Way to step out of your comfort zone and try a different vehicle, because let me tell you, this kid has not been picking drift vehicles.
No,
He
made it
still
hard for himself.
technically isn't. But this is a better option than his previous ones. Oh, what do we do?
I will say, while you guys are discussing, shout out again to Charles and the Zero crew and their servers. One thing that Denny mentioned, as who's on deck here about to race, is, you know, endurance racing and other racing, you can settle into the zone. With drifting, you got to snap into it. You got to, you know, from the launch, you got to be in the zone, and that's pretty difficult. I think honestly, Shift Tab and I talked about it after our competition on the Zero servers, is that helped us get more comfortable with real door-to-door action. Because, you know, the tandem battles, the whole point is to be door-to-door. So, you know, the more door-to-door you are, the better the show, right? The better you'll do. So it really breaks that mold. And so for drivers that are kind of new to drifting or wanting to get into it, you know, I would almost suggest starting out there and really practicing the tandem and the pressure. Because, you know, and Charles can talk about his competitions a little bit more, but those are more about not necessarily filling a specific zone, putting your car in a specific spot, but just having a good flow and angle. I had a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, I appreciate that so much, Raceless. And yeah, that's true. With our competition, is more we give more opportunities. So opportunity meaning is that if you're initially kind of starting to drift, starting to get the hang of it, it gives you more opportunity to go for runs because we do 2-2s. And when we do 2-2s, it means 2 leads, 2 races, and then we judge it based off that. And what we've seen is what we've noticed and what we've accomplished throughout a lot of competitions is that people need time to get to know the track, time to get used to what they're doing. And I think that creates a great competition environment. Everyone has so much sportsmanship, and we give more opportunities, but it's the same thing: lead and chase. And I think these races gives an opportunity for people to really enjoy drifting and really get into the app of doing competitions and stuff like that. And you guys are doing an amazing job. Again, hats off to you, Tess. You've been commentating is great. I mean, I do commentating on my drift servers, and it's not as good as you. You're doing an amazing job.
Genuinely, I'm just here. I really don't do anything. These guys are always saying that kind of thing and everything else. I really don't do anything. I just yammer. That's it.
You're just yapping all the time. You're just yapping.
Exactly.
I think the yapping is really important. I think the yapping brings the fluidness to the competition. It brings liveliness. It brings soul. It brings emotion. It brings passion. So what we're doing. So
okay. So we're being yelled at.
Speaking of yapping, let's.
Denny says, "Yo, cut the lib. Let's go."
Let's go.
Did the decision
You know what? I gotta say, so yes, Cal is the winner. Cal won that one.
Okay, cool.
I gotta say really quick,
okay.
They're saying cut the lip and let's go, Denny. I'm pretty sure I've already fired you from the server once, first of all.
I don't
Second of all, you weren't even at the line, my guy.
All right, let's send these drivers. Cut the petty. I will say Calvin is running a V8. We haven't seen any. I don't think we've seen any 200 BXs run a V8. Definitely a more pro style.
V8 and a BX.
Okay. I mean, honestly, when in my personal playthroughs, I used to always do it. That low end torque is really helpful.
I gotta say, Denny's not even in the zone.
You know, that's the same car from the street class. It looks like he has different rims, so he probably threw some different tires on. Not sure if he changed the power.
He does have 700 horsepower, so he did increase the horsepower.
Okay.
Yep, he's in it.
Good run by Calvin. Great lead.
Yeah,
Calvin had a good lead.
Yeah, he got a great lead. I'm not gonna deny that one. That was
Denny.
Yep.
On the other.
Yep.
HB Enjoy Gaming says, like I said at the drag event, Tess is made for commenting. She's a natural. She is. In fact, she even did a podcast back in the day with thousands of people, right?
Wow, that's cool. Was it a true crime podcast?
I've spoken into microphones before. Why do you ask?
But seriously though, I think your number is what, 20,000 viewers or something? I don't know why I have the number 20,000.
23,000.
Sheesh. That's right. We have 12 viewers, so you know it's pretty much the same. All right, let's line these guys up and get them back on their way.
So
yeah, that's a.
We're gonna grow, guys. We're gonna grow so much. I feel it so much. I feel the success here. So you guys are doing a great job. I do.
The thing is this has grown exponentially in the 3 months we've had it up.
It really has.
Denny with a clean initiation.
Yeah, touches grass a little bit, but saves it. That grass is really slippery. If you drop 2 tires, it's hard to bring it back.
It's detrimental.
Yeah.
I've seen it hit several
Calvin
drivers
corrected on the mid corner there. Calvin corrected on the mid corner.
Calvin did correct. You know, this is going by lead now.
Gosh, that's hard. I don't have the memory to remember. I'd have to go back and watch my own stream. True.
Great run,
Okay,
though.
so
Beautiful run.
I'm actively watching instant replay now.
Bo says, I missed so much, had to do dad things. Understand that. Dad things come before all things regarding gaming and stuff. So good on you for doing the dad things. I'll share the bracket now. This is where we're at. We are in the pro class. Shift Tab and Homie are going to be going head to head in the semifinals. So let's actually get them go ahead and spawn their vehicles. Callum is in, and then we're waiting to see who won this battle. Calvin versus Denny.
So nobody.
Going one more time?
OMT. Oh, wow.
Going
OMT
one
all the way
Wow.
through.
Rack them
That's
right
really-
back up. Pull
that's
right back
awesome.
to the line. Calvin's leading first.
I'll be right back, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll
Sure,
be right back.
go ahead.
You're good. You're good. I
You
just
need to make
realized
adjustments.
That we
This is
now
the time.
have somebody in the chat that hasn't spoken tonight.
Okay.
Hi, friendo.
Who's our friendo?
And he's muted.
Oh, look who it is.
It's Angie.
Angie Sumo.
Brand new name change. We love it.
Go on, guys.
Welcome.
Because we were all arguing about his name.
Now it's official. Let's
There was
Alright.
a typo in the Discord, and I had to roll with it. It was way better. I was like, man, I wish I would have thought of that.
let's go ahead and send these drivers while you guys chat.
Sending drivers. I was typing as you were speaking.
Sorry.
No, you're good. All right, off the line, Calvin is. Had a wobbly
Yeah, it's early.
initiation, but at the initiation point, it was clean. So, that's clean through and through at that point.
Denny finally settling in the pocket. Some contact, but Calvin keeps it going.
Calvin
Denny
keeps
might
it
have
going.
an
Denny
alignment issue
sends
now.
it off.
So we remind drivers they have one competition timeout per class. So Denny, if he needs to, he can use his competition timeout. That would allow Calvin to, but we'll see if he does.
Denny, do you have damage to where you need it?
Definitely has some door dents there.
Door dents.
Car looks like it's driving pretty straight. We'll see. It'll be up to him. Might be checking wheel data right now to see if, what the alignment numbers are actually like, which I just thought about doing. That'd be pretty smart.
Denny blaming the ping, wishing we were on land.
That would be nice. Angie, have you started your YouTube channel yet? When can we start linking your channel stuff?
For real,
Oh man, I've been struggling on recording. I'm trying to get there. I mean, like I have the episode layout and everything. Like I've got the idea on how to start it, but I keep having chair to keyboard errors on editing and recording.
Gotcha.
So I was hoping to get something out this weekend, but it'll probably be next week at this point.
All right, we'll be watching out for it. Denny with a good
Denny
start.
coming up to initiation. Denny with a butter initiation.
That's super smooth on my end.
Calvin's struggling to try to cut corner to catch up. It is hard to catch back up.
Not filling out that zone. Raceless, I think you are actually lagging.
Am I?
You are too, Bubs. It may be a different
Uh-oh.
thing.
Everyone hold their internet wires together. Judges are going to have a tough competition, or tough deciding. Oh, my internet music
Mine
just lagged.
is fully green currently.
I think that's just a song.
Oh, wait, I think we're good. I think it was a Discord
Yeah,
issue.
seems better now.
Okay. We're just having all of the issues tonight. I am going to be Miss Judgy Judgerson and say that goes to Calvin, and simply because Calvin actually didn't have.
That's right, there was a big mistake.
In the first one.
I forgot Denny had the big mistake in the chase.
He did.
What do the other drivers think? Or judges, I mean.
Cal for JR.
Okay. So that's 2 right there.
And then, Denny, Division Devon voted for Denny.
Denny knocked
They both
out.
made mistakes. But the thing is one spun out and the other.
Yeah. Let's get Shift and Homie up to the line, and if we can get Calvin up to the chat, we'd love to discuss how that battle went.
Yeah, we can get Calvin up. Which one are you, Calvin? There you are. Your Calvin is Calvin. Imagine that.
Yeah, Shift Tab and Homie. This is a big event. This is a big battle.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome. Congratulations on the win against Denny, the winner of the last street class.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that.
What?
I mean, it was just luck. It was just luck that Denny
Because
made a
you're
mistake, and it's such a shame because he's a better driver. He won the last bout straight up. So yeah,
Me and Homie, get ready.
it's hard to feel great about it when it's half of it's down to desync because I'm
Sure.
on the other side of the world from all you guys.
Sure.
But I said in chat I was happy that I was okay enough to justify one more time.
Right.
So yeah, I mean I'll take it. But yeah, personally, I know Denny's the better driver, probably with the better car. So that's what it is.
That's the thing with drifting is, it's not always about the better car or the better driver. It's just about what happens, and it's such a delicate sport in that regard. So congratulations on your win.
Between a mistake or a clean run.
Yeah. Yep.
Very fine line. Very fine line.
Yep.
Thanks everyone, I appreciate it. It's my first time taking part in one of these events, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
Thank you, and hope you take it all the way. Love your car build.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
So we just watched Shift Tab and Homie. I think that was a great run. I mean, Homie was a little behind at the beginning of initiation in zone and the beginning of Outer Zone 1.
Sacrificed quite a bit of zone. I was about to say, yeah.
But once he got there, he was there, and so great trace. I think Shift Tab has the pressure to really fulfill a strong chase here and maybe be on his door from day one. These are both very accurate drivers that you don't see a lot of mistakes from. So interested to see how these can go. I would also point out, Homie also has a V8.
Does he?
Yeah.
I really like the 200 with the V8.
Yeah, it's
good.
Could go both ways.
Is it easier to drive because it doesn't have a turbo lag?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's just the low down torque. It's so much more
Exactly.
predictable.
Exactly.
So if you fall off, it's not as big of a deal. Which for someone who, is new to competing with drifting, I've drifted in every racing game ever to come out in my 26 years of life. But to try and compete like this is something I've never done. And so I went for the V8 just to give me that extra little bit of comfort.
Yeah. Hindsight, I wish I did too.
Sense.
Also, V8s just sound better.
Listen, I said that for the last 5 years, and suddenly I'm an opposing decision or opinion. I don't know why. Maybe it's what depends on the mood, but
I think the problem is the only other option in a VX is a 4-cylinder, which I maintain is the worst sounding engine ever.
More than a V6?
It depends. Because V6s can either sound incredible or absolutely awful.
Fair enough.
There doesn't seem to be much of an in-between.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everyone knows 350Zs sound crap.
Yeah. They take that battle.
They lose there, but they're great cars, absolutely brilliant cars. So many of my friends have 350Zs, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, they sound like crap. But if you've got the old R32 VR6s from the Volkswagens, they sound great. And obviously the Alfa Romeo Busso V6, super famous for being the best sounding engine.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Wow, that's a nice engine to mention.
That was a great run. Oh, go ahead.
To interrupt, I have to throw out there, in this race, we have Shift versus Homie. It's a really hard race to call.
Yep.
However, Shift had more proximity in his chase. Both had near identical. He had more consistent proximity. How about that? Because
lead versus lead, though, right?
Well, that's what I was about to go to. You guys had near identical leads. Both of your leads were insane. I just went through and watched each of your runs.
Do you have a decision
like
for us?
times.
I'd go overtime. Just my opinion.
Let's do it one more time because I was gonna pick shift and I don't like doing that.
Okay, so Tess is going shift. Do we have the other judges?
I'm gonna tell you in the
they're
chat.
going one more time.
The other judges also had to rewatch that.
Okay.
That is the first we've heard from them.
Go ahead, shift tab, homie. Go ahead and park it. Let's go ahead and move on to Callum and Calvin. You guys can rethink your strategies. Do better next time.
I knew it was going to be an overtime. This is so close.
It is so close.
It's so close. It's just so good. Both guys is amazing. Amazing chase. Amazing lead. Just.
Yep. But hey, we have a
good choice.
We have a Callum versus Calvin battle again.
Cal in the morning.
I don't want to do this again. Callum just so good.
You're driving, mate. Go back down to the hole.
Calvin feeling the nerves.
I'm not scared to kick people out. Let's go. Hey, look, you should have seen shift tab with the server last week.
Oh gosh.
That was fun. Can we do that again?
He was sending angry messages through the server itself.
Yeah. All right, let's start.
Drivers,
this up.
are we ready?
Yeah, I think we're ready.
I'm leading Calvin on this one.
You know what? I'll root Callum just to
I'm going for
go
Callum.
against
I
you.
love Callum as a driver.
Callum is just
I was
taking
gonna
it
say,
real
I
easy.
know that Callum is like Bubs' favorite.
He knows the
driver.
initiation point. He knows when to take it.
Callum is, from what I've heard,
Right on the
Callum is
door.
an insane driver.
He's proven it here, really close to the
He's
chase.
just adjusting. He's adjusting because Kevin has made a couple of adjustments throughout the corner, just a couple.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was
Callum is just right on his
clean
right
run.
on him.
I think Calvin did great as a lead driver.
Yeah.
Really filled out
Yeah,
every
he did.
zone. I don't think you could really improve much on that, but Callum was there the whole time, so it's going to come down to this next battle.
It definitely looked like Cal was a little bit smoother on my end.
Angie, I forgot you were there.
Same.
You just scared the crap out of me. It's like every time one shot occasionally pops up in here, I'm like, oh my god, who is that?
I agree with you, Angie. I think Callum might have the quicker car, and we might see that here.
I think we might see something very similar. All right, Cal and Cal, are we ready? I love
And
the
there's
lights.
the same horsepower.
The lights
Same
makes me so
horsepower.
happy.
Cal has 600.
Yeah, but what's the weight?
Ooh, okay. 1200 and
Initiation
saying 1200.
clean on Calvin's part, or Callum's part. Honestly, both
Yeah.
initiations were clean, but Callum is just
keeping
on
it
a
real
different
smooth.
speed level.
He's just
Real
running
smooth.
away with it.
Yeah, real
Oh
smooth,
my
real
goodness.
smooth.
I mean, I know who I'm rooting for.
Someone check
Beautiful,
that
though.
man's tires. That was fast.
Check his
that
computer.
was so fast, right? I mean, holy
Straight to
shit, Cal.
Applebee's.
What'd
My
you
boy.
say, Love?
He's on the 295 Sports.
My
Straight
boy.
to Applebee's.
Straight to Gapplebee's.
My boy.
JR,
My boy,
friend.
Callum. Yes.
Which Cal?
No. Callumcito.
There's some good runs.
JR!
Really good,
Which
really good.
Cal? Not that it matters, but
Callum, just
Chat
got it
asks-
there, bro.
Chat asks, what's the point of the chicane? The point of the chicane is to actually slow down the lead driver, so the chase
Exactly.
driver doesn't really have much of an excuse to get smoked off the line. It gives him the chase driver a little bit of control to be how close he wants to be, how close they want to be on that initiation. Still hard to judge though, even as a chase driver.
But I mean, if you cut the chicane, is it okay, or are we implementing
don't
rules
cut
about that in the future?
chicane.
Well, we
'Cause I know
mentioned
you were
I
talking
will-
about that. I know you were
I
talking
will
about
make
that.
I will make Raceless put the barriers back up if people keep cutting the chicane.
there were
If
big
we put the barriers, that's good raceless actually. If we put the barriers,
there
that's
were
good.
big
No, it
consequences
wasn't.
for cutting the chicane.
There are so many things that happened with those barriers.
Yeah, they might come back if we have issues, but I think that's pretty good. I mean,
We're lagging again.
As long as people know, what they need to do, I think, right?
Yeah, let's get Shift and Homie to the line. I mean, Callum still took the chicane. I think he cut it a little bit, but he still took it. So I don't know if we can really
Shift and
fault
Homie
that.
pull up to the line.
Do we have a winner for Callum and Calvin yet?
Callum.
Cal.
All right, Cal. Cool, got it. Cal
Callum.
won.
Cal from Cal and Cal.
Callum.
Great job, drivers. Uh-oh, Shift is in kill
One
mode.
more time.
Oh, look at that line. I haven't seen Shift line up like that in a long time.
No.
This was back when we had the barrier. Shift was the fastest through the chicane.
Shift means bin it. Here we go.
We're up. We're up, baby.
I'm so sorry.
Homie not phased.
Homie not phased in the slightest.
At all. He's fine. He's fine with this.
Oh, homie pulling
my
out
God.
of zone.
What?
Cuts line a little bit.
And
On that proximity,
they're
though.
smooth with
the
it.
proximity, though, bro. No.
Shifty not bothered by the
Oh,
proximity
Not
whatsoever.
bothered at all. Holy shit.
Inch. Oh my gosh. Oh
That
my goodness.
Is a battle.
Holy shit.
The,
Do you
the,
want one more time
I'm sorry,
again
I'm up.
after this?
you're good. That's called for. The music even paused for this. Wow.
Denny says he just got
Not allowed
pregnant
curse
from
words
that
here.
show.
That's amazing.
Damn, bro. That was deep.
To be
That was really
honest,
deep.
I might have
what she
been
said.
too if I wasn't already.
Oh my God. No, Tess, no.
I mean, couple highlights. Homie's proximity on transition. You couldn't get closer. He laid it out on the line. He turned it to 11. He risked it all in that transition. Minor issue from Shift at the very end. Dropped out of zone, and Homie followed him with him. So I wouldn't discredit Homie on going, shallow at the very end there. I it's going to come down to this battle here.
Yeah, probably.
It really is.
Homie relining up. He said, "I'll take that."
I see you.
Okay.
Take a page out of your notebook there, Shift. Good luck, drivers.
Oh, he hit the wall over there.
Wall
Doesn't affect
contact.
the transition, though. Doesn't affect the transition. Perfect transition.
All right.
Angles up.
Shifty
Drops a tire.
Oh,
Allows
Shifty's
Shift to
on
close
his
in.
door.
yeah, he's just
Homie might be pregnant
True,
after
true,
this
true.
one. Hold on.
Oh no.
Oh, there it went. Oh,
I
I
think
was
it's-
hoping for
correction.
another one more time, but so by FD rules,
Look how excited they
that
are.
run ended there. That run ended right before the final zone because
Fortunately, dropping all
technically
tires.
That is a incomplete.
Now, it's still up to the judges. And you're one of them, so-
Maybe was it incomplete though?
Yeah, because so if you drop all 4 tires off, that you are not considered completing the run.
You're off track. Now, I
Are
would
you
say
doing the replay on the stream though?
that's true.
Oh, no,
you gotta
yeah,
watch
no,
all
it-
angles.
Yeah,
we
sure.
need to watch that replay on the stream. I want to watch that replay on the stream.
And that's what this is. Every judge has to make their own decision. So don't let Tessa's commentating influence your decision.
Or do.
Now, personally, me not as a judge, even outside of, well, I don't know. The transition was so
He was
close.
well outside of it.
It was close. I mean I didn't see any error there, but again I want to try to see
So,
the replay.
it's not a
if you put
drift
that on
error.
stream.
Oh, I already have. Yeah, I'm actively rewatching it. Furthermore, when I was if you look at my stream in Discord, when he went off, I was at this angle, looking directly at his nose.
All right, let me see your stream.
Do the other judges have their votes?
I unfortunately am voting Shift on this one only because of the incomplete.
Okay, that's 2 for
Um,
Shift. Shift moves on to go against Callum. What a great
Shift.
race.
That was a great
Unanimous. Incredible battle. I mean, whew. We're gonna have to when we get around to making the highlight reel trailer for all this stuff. That transition is going in. 100%.
I was gonna say I'm pretty
I would have
sure
voted
all 11
overtime
viewers
there.
got
I would have
pregnant.
voted for them to go again, but
I personally probably would have as well.
yeah.
If not, I would have
But
probably actually went for Homie. But
yeah,
now judge. So shift tab and Callum up to the line.
Cito.
Well, they're in the same car. Oh, he's going for a swim. Give him a second to come back.
What happened?
Somehow he went through the map.
He's good though. He's good now. Ciao, brother.
So
I
this
believe
is
in
the
you.
final, yeah?
Yeah,
This is the final.
And this is the what, Zero server versus RLS server? I mean, this
Yeah,
is
it is.
I mean, kinda.
This is the same final battle that happened in our server. It was Cal against Shift Tab.
That's
It
awesome.
was the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. So, hats off to both of you guys. I'm not gonna take preferences. I'll be just
I'm rooting for Callum.
Tess. Why?
I gotta go for my boy Shift.
Shift is like what?
No,
Ouch.
Shift knows. No, Shift knows. Don't even pretend like your feelings are hurt.
Here we go. Clean start.
Shifty has a clean initiation, but Callum is right there,
Oh, he's right
hanging
there.
out
Oh, my boy Cal.
directly
Oh my
on
goodness.
Oh,
him.
my boy Cal, bro. He's
Look at the
right
transition.
there.
Oh, he was lost in the transition a little bit.
A little wide, a little wide. Yeah,
It's not
a
an
little wide.
incomplete.
okay, Callum.
It's just
It's
a
not
it's just a
over.
mistake. It's just a mistake. But
It's
wow.
not over, Callum.
I mean, a little
Pressure
bit wide.
him,
Yeah, a little bit wide
make
at the
him
end there at the
screw
last
up.
turn. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's
Good run.
yeah,
It's
I
not an
know, I know.
incomplete, it's just a mistake.
Bo says this has inspired him to build his first drift car in career mode. Do it. There's plenty of free roam drift events in the RLS Crew Overhaul mod. All my vehicles that I've been using tonight are from my last playthrough in the career mode. And I think it's a lot of fun when you put your time and money into the car and put it all on the line. So makes it a lot of fun.
That, but if you get good, you can get licensed here and be part of the show.
Absolutely. Callum going into kill mode.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Wow, I'm sweating right
Uh-oh.
now. I'm sweating right now. Literally sweating right now. Holy
All
shit.
right.
I'm glad I'm not at the line there.
Yeah,
I'm
me
glad I'm not
too.
judging
I
right
wouldn't
now.
want to be against either of those. Both of them initiating. I will
Strong
say Callum
initiation.
misses that the initial bit of
He entered a
outer
little
zone
off.
one.
Shift tab trying to close it in, but he's on a wider line. I don't know if he's cooked his tires. He might be out of tire, but Callum running away with that.
Callum ran away, but Shift Tab had a clean run.
I have my thoughts.
Fast. Jesus.
Yeah, it looked real clean on Shift's part on that one.
Yeah. I don't know. I need to talk to Callum. I need to buy that tune from him. That thing was cooked.
That's insane.
That
I
thing's
mean,
insane.
there was minimal correction from Cal. I mean, yeah, but
The thing is looking at it from a objective perspective, the initial run had the mistake.
but what do you mean? Like the initial turn had the mistake, or the initial
first,
just
the first run had Callum's mistake.
Oh, when he went.
Correct.
Yeah, he got lost in the transition, went wide, and then a gap formed. However, that gap was the same size throughout the entire chase of shifts. So if you were going, lead versus lead is all about hitting the zones, right? And both drivers, I think, hit the zones incredibly well. So then you got to look at the chases and who did the better chase. And
the only thing on the zones that I would say is Callum missed the entirety of the beginning of the first zone.
no, I think he just missed the entry. On my screen, he was in it the whole way.
yeah, on my screen too.
Oh,
he's
see, on
in
my
there.
screen he was not.
Hmm.
All right.
And maybe
So
that's why
that-
he's
On
having a lot
mine, he
of.
wasn't either.
I think Cal was closer to Shift Tab on his first run than shift tab on Cal on the second round. But
Yeah.
My vote doesn't matter anyways. I was gonna go one more time because I like
I would go
throwing
one more time,
Shifty
too.
into one more times.
yep, I
But
would go one more time.
they both say Cal, so Cal takes it.
Congratulations, Cal.
And-
Division.
I was gonna send him again because so what you'll learn about me is I really like extending finals. I'll send you on 6 one more times and don't care.
Cal, brother.
Well done. Holding it
Cal,
down for
brother.
Zero
Doing the
server.
thing.
Cal, I love you, brother. That was a good run.
Who's doing the
Good
unlimited
stuff.
class?
Good stuff, Cal.
We have one class to go. It's been a long stream. We'll get through Unlimited quickly. Unlimited class is exactly as it sounds. It needs to be rear-wheel drive. It needs to have a roll cage, and then the rest is yours. So we'll see some pretty gnarly builds. It's hard to balance when you have free range to be like, should I build the fastest thing possible or should I build something I can drive? And
Does Cal get a victory
what's up?
speech? Does he get to join?
Cal
He will.
does.
Absolutely.
I just want
100%.
to hop in here and say
100%, right? Does he get?
insane GG's to shift tab.
Oh, so much fun,
Unbelievable
dude.
battle.
Callum, I just want to say, I called it before the race even happened. The battle hadn't happened yet, and I still said you were winning that.
How's
Thank
it
you. I
feel?
appreciate you believing in me.
How are
Got you.
how are the nerves,
Especially against the
Callum?
king.
How are the nerves?
You saw me in the street class. I went off because I just folded under the pressure. I didn't think enough about my entry, and I just went straight off track. The nerves got to me. So this is my redemption arc. That's what I was here
That's
for.
awesome.
I'm hyped that I got it.
You done awesome,
work,
man.
Cal.
Thank you for that. That was great.
I love you, brother.
Thank you so
Good run,
much.
man.
I honestly,
Thank you everyone organizing this, everyone working on it, all the commentators keeping the energy hype, everything is perfect.
I love
do
it.
it every 2 weeks.
That's what I'm here for, bro.
Yeah, baby.
I gotta
I'm signed
say
up to
though,
every single one, bro, and I'm bringing it home for the Zero community.
until
Yeah.
you
Exactly,
came,
exactly
until
what
you
you're
came back
doing,
in
brother.
here, I forgot that was England versus England.
Oh yeah, that's why it was good because we were both on similar thing. So
Yeah.
you can get much
True.
decent.
That's fair. Let's give the drivers about 10 minutes to practice with their unlimited cars. Congratulations again. Awesome victory, awesome final. That's what the comp class is all about. It's just that really close competition. So, good stuff.
Yeah, so I don't have that good of an unlimited card build.
And
Plus,
actually, I want to ask one more
3:20 in the
question.
morning, so
Okay, no worries. Feel free to drop off if you want. That's
I mean,
pretty
I'm
early.
down if you have a question or whatever.
Well, two things. One, you can feel free to borrow my unlimited car. It's probably crap, but you're welcome to try it. Second, what do you have a secret to make your car so quick? I mean, your car was
Yeah, dude,
absolutely
that
unreal.
thing is a rocket.
Suspension tune, and I
Let me
kind of
just,
just throttle
feel
control
my
actually.
rocket.
That's a big one. Throttle control and
Okay.
wheel speed control.
Gotcha.
And that's why. I'm sorry, Calvin, but I completely disagree with you on the V8 versus inline 4. Inline 4 every single day of the week. I think the low end torque can make it easier when you're starting, but for me personally, for my driving style,
Me too.
the lack of low end torque makes it so much easier to control the wheel speed and get the grip into the car.
Interesting.
That is real interesting. That is
But it's a
mine
very
at the end
unpopular
too.
opinion. Like I'm running the vanilla 2-liter engine that
Wow.
I think in practice it was blowing up after 5 laps. So I
Holy
was
cow.
risking it.
Wow, everyone quickly switches to stock 2 liters. Well, awesome. Thank you for sharing. We really appreciate it.
Nice. Okay. I mean, if you ever need like help with the setup and stuff, you can just hit me up. I can help you with it if you really need it.
Wonderful.
But
Yeah, I think Raceless, given these competitions, I think we're due for something that we can like co-op with
Sure.
Zero server and Now server.
Absolutely.
At some point, of course, at some point.
That would be fun.
I am more than willing to lend my commentating. I won't call it expertise because I'm just here.
All right, we'll get some practice laps in.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much to everyone organizing, all the commentators, all the judges, everyone who I competed against. I didn't have one battle where I was like, oof. Like every single battle was great. Every single battle went great, and it was a proper close battle where I could see who won and why. So I'm just so happy with how it turned out for everyone. So Thank you all for putting
thank
this
you
on.
for joining,
and
brother.
I'm gonna take my leave this late, so you'll enjoy unlimited
Bro's
fun.
out here gonna make us RLS
Appreciate you,
cry
brother.
out here.
Have a good one.
You deserve it. You've been putting in.
Raceless and I are over here dabbing our eyes, dude.
You've been putting in the work for this. You deserve it.
I appreciate it.
Thank
Enjoy
you,
it.
Al.
You have a good night's
Have a
sleep.
good one, brother.
All right.
Yeah,
Bye.
have a good
Bye.
one.
Have a good night in Unlimited. Bye bye. Hope to see you again sometime in another game. Bye
Bye, brother.
See you in 2 weeks.
bye.
Well, folks, it is time for me to retire as a judge. I've got a busy day tomorrow.
We've still got half an hour.
No, it's 22:30 right now, Eastern time.
Yeah. You
said
said 11.
I said 10.
Oh, you said
I gave
10.
you guys an extra half hour.
You said 11 EST.
We heard 11, but thank you so much for staying late. We definitely appreciate it. Big shout out again, reminder, Division Devin has him and his, I guess, who is it? Jacob. I think one other has
Benny.
Oh, Denny. Oh, Danny. Or who'd you say?
Denny.
Okay, cool, Denny. So the three of them have worked together to bring on a road racing RP, similar to Formula Drift RP, but it's road racing. First event will be this Tuesday. We'll be live streaming it, and they'll be completely in charge of it, and we look forward to see how the event goes and participating. So thank you for all the time you spent organizing.
Thank you. I got to thank the team too. Yak's out there right now doing some more testing on the cars. Denny spent a couple hours today helping us get things dialed in, and I unfortunately am the figurehead, so it'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it. And Charles, I want you there. You got the energy for our announcer. We need you.
Thank you, Division. I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot. Yeah, I will join. I will definitely, man. I'm all for road racing. I'm all for all the events that you guys have planned for us. I think this is an amazing community. Just a passionate, beautiful, loving community. I love it. So yeah, of course, you got my support all the way.
Thank
all the
you.
way.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys on the 19th.
Take my money.
Take my money.
We'll say donations are always open, but don't you dare donate. Especially
They pay for the service.
Dude, Raceless does so much work. He's so dedicated to this community. You guys, anybody that's on the stream, you can hear me. Please donate to this man, bro. Please give your support. The support is so important in this community because it keeps us going, it keeps us successful, and it keeps everything just running smoothly. And it's so great for everyone that's here, that's supporting, and just showing so much love. I'm gonna stop yapping, but yeah, that's what I think. Thank you guys so much.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate Division Devin with the $5 super chat. Greatly appreciated.
Anytime. Well, I'll catch you guys next Tuesday. Raceless, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow.
Yep, sounds good.
Peace.
Thanks for joining us tonight. So that means, okay, in that case, I can play. First of all, who's racing an unlimited class? I need everybody to put it in the chat. Discord chat, not game chat.
Except for homie, he can choose.
No, he's in the chat now.
Oh, is he? Oh, good.
That's the spirit, Denny. All right, so we have Denny, we have Calvin.
Okay.
We have an orange cat screaming behind me. Can you hear his loud self?
No.
I didn't hear him.
Yes.
Oh, hi, Tristan.
What's up?
Oh.
Later,
I
Tristan.
did that on accident.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
Here.
Tristan.
I'm still here. I'm just in the audience. I just haven't been talking.
Gotcha. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good stuff. I'm gonna assume homie is running because he's on track putting the laps down.
With a new car, it looks like.
I also assume Shift Tab and myself.
Shifty is not. I
What?
don't think. Shifty left.
Oh, you go to bed?
I don't think so.
I mean, he was tired. If that's the case, it's going to be a short event. That's 4 people. We're already in our final 4. HB Enjoying, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. You should start a Twitch channel. People would 100% donate to support you in the project. You know what's funny is I actually did start a Twitch channel. I did it like once, but my problem is I lose YouTube quality if I go down to Twitch quality. And because the bigger people, bigger group was on YouTube, I decided to focus everything on YouTube. But I appreciate that. I do. It would be fun. I love maximizing things like that. Like, just have it everywhere. But I just did not want to sacrifice the stream quality here. Greatly appreciated.
Shifty is going to continue watching from bed.
Okay.
I don't blame him. Let's make Unlimited class quick. So actually, genuinely, it might be quite quick.
It looks like it will be. Final
Because
4
we
already.
have Calvin, you, right?
That's right.
Denny. Looks like
And
Lahome.
homie?
Or homie.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'll shuffle the teams. Let me show it on screen so that everyone can see.
Not that it's ending, because I love the team and everything else.
Dang it. It's not what I wanted it to be. Actually, there's no easy battle here. Oh, man.
I need a nap.
Yeah, it's been a long week. It's a little hard doing these Fridays, but it really does start the weekend off, really good for me. I really enjoy it.
It's hard to initially get into them. It is. It's like, oh my god, do I really want to do this? And then the moment that I get in here, the entire week melts away.
Yep.
And I know I'm going to feel better the moment I get in here.
Yep.
Especially after a crap week. Shifty says, bedtime for me, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for everyone being here. Huge turnout. It's amazing.
Appreciate Shift Tab.
Broken Toast says hello.
Thank you, Shift Tab. Also, shout out to him and his channel. Go check out his YouTube channel. He does the editing and thumbnails for the videos that come out on my channel. And we have good career competitions that we bounce back and forth from. So do check those out.
They're mean to each other for an extended amount of time.
All right, I'm gonna get my last practice lap in, and then I think we'll be ready.
Last call for practice laps. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe talk about it tomorrow because I am EP and I am not hanging out. I already feel like a lost puppy because Shifty's not here in chat. I'm like, Bubs went to bed. It is time for me to
You're
go
supposed
to
to be in bed. Well, you saw the bracket there. We're gonna first have Calvin versus Denny, followed by Homie and myself.
And then one more after that.
and then a final battle. Yep. So if we can have our drivers get ready here, calling Calvin and Denny to the line. Calvin will be leading. Denny will be chasing. And then Homie will be leading against myself.
I have a birthday party for a good period of tomorrow, by the way, so I will be lightly unavailable.
Okay, yeah, we'll figure out some time.
Angie, do you have availability tomorrow at all?
I am at work for inventory tomorrow, but I should be done by, I don't know, I'll be done by the evening.
Does not sound fun.
The evening's when I'll be free.
Okay, perfect.
All right, here we go. Calvin versus Denny.
I love how everybody started doing Shifty's kill angle.
Yep.
Denny's running half the power here. It should be
Smooth
interesting to
initiation
see.
from
Half the
both.
power, yeah. 840 horsepower.
I will say Denny
The
straightened
cow
a bit.
was-
Oh, but Calvin
Oh,
went.
no.
He was drifting really good with that car too at practice.
Calvin went off, but Calvin went off in style.
Denny did not have to finish that run. The battle was over at that point, but you know, you got to get those extra laps in, right? Every track time counts.
You should finish it.
Yep. I've never seen anyone not finish it. Let's put it that way.
I think that you're technically supposed to do it so that it says that you completed the run.
Well, and you never know, like if the leader was actually at fault. So definitely wanna do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Exactly.
As far as a judging standpoint.
Because I will be harsh on you.
Switching sides, Denny in the lead.
Didn't expect nothing the less.
Good, I'm glad.
Go ahead and move my UI.
All right. Denny with a speedy initiation.
I think is gripped up. Calvin doing everything he can to catch back up, but Denny is gone.
Mans is about to finish it before.
Woof.
Yep.
Holy cow.
You know what? We never do. We know who's
That was
judging?
intense.
I am.
One shot.
I can put my 2 cents in, yeah.
Okay, perfect. We'll have you
Sick.
judge. Let's send you back down one shot.
Yeah, no problem.
And then JR, I think you're still judging if you are still good with that. Sorry, we never really talked about it beforehand. I will get my car ready and out to the line.
All right, JR, what do you... What do you feel, JR?
Always hard to judge, always great, but I think
I was gonna say, Charles, give me
Denny's
your
took it
crew.
there.
I was gonna say, I think lead to lead, Denny would have it.
Yeah.
Lead to lead, chase to chase, I think that Calvin has it.
Alright, well, it's gonna be a tough choice for the judges then, for sure.
But the other two judges have already spoken.
Oh yeah, that's true. One shot says Denny, JR says Denny as well.
And Denny goes on to the finals.
Okay, see who he's going against.
Homie and Raceless. So first of all, Calvin, thank you. I need a nap. All right, Calvin, if you could despawn your vehicle, thank you for,
I was just laughing at Homie.
Oh, okay. I'm glad it wasn't me again. I assumed it was me again. For coming out, you did fantastic. That was a really hard one to get. And honestly, like I said, I would have voted you based off of both runs, lead and chase combined.
Yep.
All right, are we ready? Beautiful. Aw, Homie actually uses the chicane right.
Still started at the zone. No, Homie had to correct again.
He definitely straightened, but it was short enough.
Race is still a little bit far apart.
He's far apart, but the thing about it is the proximity. While never mind. Okay.
Yeah, there's a correction there at the end.
You suck.
Jeez.
I was about to start complimenting you for once, and you go and you straighten like that?
I was dialing back. It felt jumpy. I was worried. And this car, you gotta either be all on it or not. And unfortunately, got the best of me.
That makes sense.
It's okay. Raceless knows he's my favorite because when it's him versus Shift, I root for him every time. So
I saw it bouncing around. I got nervous. I was like, I don't know what's about to happen. And then just lost focus. I don't know.
I was gonna say you just fell fully out of drift there, and I was like, what?
Yep.
What is happening here?
I will say he gets style points for the headlight and the exposed turbos.
Twin T-Series turbos, thank you.
Yes.
They are the
It's
laggiest
definitely a
turbos
vibe.
ever. That's the issue too.
Get ready.
3, 2.
I didn't even ask. The thing is in that run, they both had some pretty major mistakes. And this one,
Oh. Man.
Homie went off.
all right.
Homie went off. Not even the
Raceless
car that
just
he
ran
drifted.
away with that one.
It's not even the car that he drifts in. Like what?
It's probably because
Whoa.
this is the unlimited class, and then one he usually drifts in doesn't fit. Don't be sorry, Boojay, by the way. That is the best thing in the world. I don't remember. Oh my goodness. So, Raceless, you're going to love this. Shifty hated me for it. Shift said something about being restless the other night, right?
Yeah.
Not being used to this car. Of course you're not used to this car. It's not the car he
And I
with,
looked at this
right?
man dead in the eyeballs and said, "At least you're not raceless." Because restless versus raceless, and that was the first thing that came into my brain, and there was no thoughts behind my eyes. It was simply word vomit. But this is a real conversation that actively happened when I was half asleep, laying in bed. He goes, "Man, I'm feeling really restless," and I'm like, "At least you're not feeling raceless."
I will say the name is pretty funny because I love racing. So.
Yeah, how did that ever happen? Raceless wins that one, by the way.
Really? Okay.
Unanimously.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a cleaner lead, One Shot says. Homie, you did fantastic. Honestly, I want to, so you are willing to come back for more events,
no, of course,
right?
Of course.
Oh, we need him.
He's
because
coming to every
like,
event. I got
genuinely,
for that.
all of you, like, can we just merge groups here? Like,
yeah, I think that would be the perfect idea. I really can't manage what we do on the Zero server by myself. I really can't. So I actually lean on you guys to help me out with what we're doing.
Absolutely.
No, yeah, I'm absolutely racist. I mean, you have a great team. I admit that it's a much more organized team, much more better team than what we have, because we've created something out of a couple of weeks. I think it's a month ago where we created all these races and we've been doing all these stuff, and everyone loves it. The fact that everyone has been here, like Cal is part of the Drift server, Homie, a lot of people that have joined today have been part of the Zero Race server, and we love this, and we want this to be part of everything, right? Being part of round 2, being part of round 3, being part of all the rounds. I think.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We'll definitely have to work together more.
Work.
I was gonna say, we're always happy to have you guys on.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
We're happy to be on, and like I said, we're happy to join and create a co-op event or something, a conglomerate of events that sums up to something amazing. That, like what you said, like Denny, bro, this guy has been sim racing for how long, and he just joined us, and he was amazed by what we've accomplished here today. So it's important. That has value. That has so much value. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
One thing I will say for the EUers, if you guys ever want to do your own thing, we do have an EU server. I made sure of that.
We gotta get it online, but yeah.
We haven't gotten it online yet.
No, we need to talk about that tomorrow.
All right, so for our final, it is Raceless versus Denny. All right. Denny, why are you so spicy today?
He's a race car driver.
exactly why.
In his blood.
All right, friends, get ready and go. Since Denny wants to be all spicy. Thing is Denny's used to being in the car. He's got a great initiation though. That thing's a rocket.
It is.
Oh, a little bit off track.
Oh, Raceless let the nerves get the best of him. Where did he go? No one knows because we can't see him anymore.
Oh, I see him. He went offside the line a little bit. I think he saw Denny go off the line a little bit and it kind of influenced his run, and he just went too wide.
One thing I will say is with Denny and the whole "what are we doing, waiting for Christmas?" You saying he's the race car driver really hit actually, because he's doing the damn thing whilst it's being like televised and stuff like that. He doesn't hear the actual show making portion of it 9 times out of 10.
I'd love to see him on a steering wheel next time, though. I would love to see that.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'd love to see him on a steering wheel next time to see how the performance differs. He's doing really great with the controller. I don't, because everyone's doing the controller kind of thing, but I'd love to see him on a steering wheel to see how the difference of performance. But it's looking really great. It's looking really beautiful.
All right. Raceless in kill mode. Denny lined up. Can he make it through the chase without making a mistake and not having us have a one more time?
Yep. It's gonna be tough.
Is Raceless going to put the pressure on? Because all Denny needs is a clean run. Initiations are both beautiful. Raceless is soaring through zone 1. Absolutely stunning. Denny's got a little bit of a waiver there. Oh, Raceless makes the mistake and he is out for the count. I don't think we need to even.
It looked like Denny hit Raceless on my screen. I'm not sure if you saw that.
Denny hit Raceless there and had Raceless a little bit of a correction there, but throughout the first corner, I think Denny was pretty close. But
I am
you're right
going
about that.
to check the instant replay.
Let's check the instant replay because that's important. It was a really close run.
There was a bonk.
Bit of a
There was a bonk. So, judges, we have 2 options. We can judge based off of that, or we can do it one more time.
It looks like they both voted one more time.
Oh, sick nasty. Okay, go again, guys.
Yep, go again.
And you can reset
I love
because
that decision.
the thing is,
I love that decision.
Because the thing is this is a new run entirely, so feel free to reset, Denny. You're good.
Yep. I'll go with the tire duration, even though that doesn't really matter that much right now.
Oh, it matters more than you think. The first couple of times we did this, the tire deg, they would spend too much time in the burnout box and they'd have no tires by the time.
Even if it was 95%, like, because that's the only thing that the burnout does. It just brings it down to maybe 98%.
I'm not entirely sure. There was, like, maybe not, like, no tires, but by the end of the first track, or by the end of the second track, they were slipping and sliding everywhere.
Yeah, I'd say about every 5% is probably 1.5 to 2 PSI difference as far as feel.
Okay.
It really can't really affect. But, I mean, it's not like basically after 2 runs, the next run I have to compensate for it kind of deal.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, it's rough on them.
But you guys reset this time, so there's no tire degradation of this run.
That's right, until I do this.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Denny, are you going to send Raceless home crying?
Let's see. Maybe he will. Maybe he won't.
Straight off the line. Denny has a clean initiation. He sends it just like he did the first one. Let's see if Raceless not filling out that zone. nose in. Denny is on one.
Oh wow. Okay, that was really good. That was really good.
That was a clean run.
That was pretty good.
Shifty says huge difference. 5% is an insane difference.
Yeah. I mean, hard for
And
the
actually,
judges,
what
but
he says is huge.
I think Denny was a little bit ahead of him there. Just my opinion.
What do you mean by a little bit ahead of him?
Denny was a little bit ahead of Raceless on the entire track. Maybe like a car and a half.
Oh god, yeah. Like there was a good gap there.
That was a good gap, yeah.
In Shifty's words, he took him to Gapplebee's.
At least I was wine and dined first, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
At least buy me dinner first. Oh wait.
I like some waffles.
All right, drivers, are we ready for the hopefully final round in the finals?
2, 1, and we are off.
All right. Where is the proximity?
Denny is really close there.
Denny is sacrificing angle to get where he needs to be. Denny had that proximity.
Yeah, that was way closer.
That's
I know who I'm rooting for. I'm gonna let my other two judges decide, but I know who I am voting for.
Tess, who are you voting for? Let's get your take on it. Come on.
I'm going Denny.
He had the
proximity. He had the proximity. He had the proximity. He didn't make any mistakes. Nobody made a mistake in those two runs.
Yeah,
both runs were incredibly clean. The only issue is on my end is that the proximity just wasn't there for Raceless because Denny's car is a damn rocket.
Oh, that's a good statement. It's a really good statement. I'd have to agree with that statement. Yep.
And
all the way.
And my judges agree. My other two judges agree, and I have to take JR's exact comment here and say Denny, but not by much. And only, like, genuinely, only by however much difference in proximity. Like, that's it.
Yeah, if we were doing a GT3 race, Denny won by 100 tenths of a second. That's it.
To put it into perspective.
Tenths of a second. That's it. That was the perspective. It was so close.
To put it into perspective,
Verstappen versus Norris on, like, Brazil. That's all I can say.
If you hang on. Okay,
Denny,
so you
Denny,
just used Verstappen versus Norris. I have to know, who would you want to win in that situation?
Verstappen.
Nope, you're fired. Get out. We can no longer collaborate. Absolutely get out of my house.
We got some McLaren fans here. No, Red Bull all the way. All the way, Red Bull.
Anything but Red Bull.
Of course, I could have some deceivers out there. You know what? Verstappen's going to take it all the way anyway, so it's all good.
All right, well, this ain't F1. I want to talk about the drifting. Danny, that was the best. That was awesome. Good run.
That's incredible.
These cars are.
Sorry, Danny. I had full intention of bringing you in and having you talk about it.
My car is extremely hard to handle. You kept turning your car up, and it seems like that incremental jump has really helped you. I mean, lowest horsepower, but driven the right way, you were the fastest out there.
I think I didn't tune the suspension at all from street class, and that like makes me wonder if I'm like way stiff for street class because it's really coming into its own. Like the more power it had, I think the best it ran was probably doing the comp.
Mm-hmm.
There I had some really clean runs when I was by myself. But it's just fast. Like I couldn't go as slow as Calvin at all.
Mm-hmm.
But with this amount of power, like I'm in 6th gear before we hit the initiation. Like I want you to try this car because it's an absolute rocket out of the.
Well, I'll gladly take it out for a spin here.
Yeah,
no, it's definitely a super cool car. It's super good racing. I mean, my car is extremely hard to handle. It's after the first unlimited comp, I was like, I don't want to drive this again. And then I ran out of time to build a new one, so I kind of ran it again. And
it is a bit much. I would say like these tracks there. I mean, it's just a personal opinion. I felt comp class was quick enough. This just feels insane.
Yeah, like, too fast.
I'm freewheeling all the way through the sections. Like my front wheel was completely stopped through the long right-hander. So like, yeah,
it's a little more driving than drifting. How gripped up it is.
Yeah, 100%. Like you really feel the grip coming in. So
yeah,
you'll find some understeer now.
Oh, good, it's sequential. I was scared. Okay. Oh, I mean, it's just... Yeah, that's fast. You know it's fast when it's like the turn comes before you're ready for it? You know? Like, it's like, oh, shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
I am saving this guy down.
Rapid.
But thank you, everyone, for joining the stream, the chat. Thank you, all the drivers. I think it's a little late to do an after-hours show. But
I need a nap.
Feel free to, join the public servers. I don't know if the other drivers will go out and hang out there. Again, what a wonderful time. This is probably my favorite events that we have going on. We'll see how road racing goes because that looks like it's going to be really fun too. Denny, will we see you at the road racing?
Yeah, I just want to add one thing though. 2 out of 3, guys. 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Oh, for the win.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, did Denny win the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Denny just won this one.
Oh, all right. So Denny has round 2 and round 1 and round 2. Okay.
Yeah. Well, street and.
So we can have second place and Raceless, right?
Yeah. So street and unlimited, but yeah, definitely. Like we have the project going now with the race cars. Sorry. So I'll be deep diving into that, making some tunes for the community here the next few days. I already made a few, but I suggested some changes that we're going to look into and see if they work at all. And if they work, I think you could see some pretty diverse grids that might be really interesting, and people can really bring out a lot of personality. I think that was my main goal, at least when I started out with the project today, was that we need more cars on the grid. It can't just be 200 BXs and FMS and that. We want all of them out there. So
I would love that balanced grid where, like, certain cars are better in some areas and others are not, just to bring in that strategy behind racing.
Exactly.
I think back to like the Impala versus Mini Cooper days, how they're so different, yet they were so competitive.
Exactly.
So that's awesome.
That's what I'm trying to bring in. I'm not too certain. Like some of the big V8s, like the Brockmills and all that. Those, I think they might just be on the heavy end of the scope, but they might be able to just sneak in.
Gotcha.
But I'll have to do some testing. But I got the initial cars very close, so I think we have some potential going on. So it will be interesting. So for sure, if there's more Formula D events, I would love to get some more trophies for the cabinet for sure. For racing,
I need to build him a cabinet.
Yeah, I'm printing a 3D model every time. So.
Oh, that's so cool! I never thought to do that.
So cool.
I might have to bring out my 3D printer now.
Oh no!
And just a reminder, that is Tuesday, November 19th at 7. So I guess that's actually not this Tuesday.
Is that the road race?
No, that's in 10 days. Sorry, yeah, in 10 days. So 2 weeks in.
Okay, cool.
Not next Tuesday, but the one after.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much, chat. That's gonna be it for now. Any last words? Go ahead.
Nick B asked, "Are there supposed to be map markers for things like mud and snow drags?"
Could be fun.
No.
Oh.
No. Oh yeah, no, sorry. Raceless, ignore that. Tristan.
I didn't realize an overall question, a career overall question.
He's been hunting them for a couple of days, he says.
No, you'll see the little flags, and that will signify it's an event. There's a discovery process along the way. I'm sorry it's taking you a couple of days to find it, but check out some of the old streams. I think I've played them just about all during the last update streams. And so that might help you find them. Thanks, Tristan, for being here to be focused on the overhaul.
That was good.
Raceless goes, and all you hear is Tristan go, no.
I was like, I don't think we have a snow event here. But cool.
All right, guys.
Enjoy your weekend.
Going to bed.
Yep.
That was so much
You
fun.
too.
It was so much fun.
Thank you.
It was
so
a
much.
great time.
Y'all have a good one.
Amazing time.
Good night,
Guys,
everyone.
have a great night.
Yep.